Alice has also gone on to accuse me of kicking her in a document, but what she has written is a completely false version of events. This story has been changed many times since this argument took place. This is because I never kicked Alice, and her story has been greatly exaggerated to make me look like I have been physical with Alice throughout our relationship instead of her.
I am sorry on the last night that you were here that I got angry at you and I pushed you and then I kicked you in the behind when you walked away from me. It's not acceptable. I thought at the time that I was being like jokey, but not in like a nice way. It was mean. It was rude.
Anywho, it is in fact time for Ultimate Brick Review. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we have been covering the ImAllexx's story for what feels like a year now. Last year we did a bunch of VODs going over the Google document that was released by Alice Hez, who is ImAllexx's ex-girlfriend. Recently, Alex published one of the most brutal videos I have ever seen in my entire life, and not because it was hard-hitting, because it was bad. Because it was very, very bad. In the opening act, he lies about Claire's Law and lies about a police investigation, or at least police reports being filed on him. So that's fantastic. Over the course of the video, he shows one screenshot probably about 30-something times. I don't know for a matter of fact how many times it flashed up on screen, but it was also being like highlighted and cropped and cut and screenshotted in different ways and orientations to kind of trick my mind into thinking that's like it's a different screenshot. So I just kept reading the same thing over and over again. It took me approximately 4.5 hours to watch it all, and at no point in those 4.5 hours does he directly address the video of telling he was going to bash his girlfriend in the head with a brick, like going to bash her skull in. That never was directly addressed in the fucking 4 hours I spent watching that video. In response to that video, Alice has published a Google document along with a ton of subsequent media. And this document, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. We're going to go through each and every one of these. We're going to load the front of the segment by we're doing what, okay, it says read first. We're not going to do that. We are going to listen to some of this stuff first to kind of like get you going, because the unfortunate reality is we've got a lot to read. Okay. This is a 750 page document. It's not as bad as it sounds. There are many slides where there's only 1 to 2 screenshots that we have to read, and it would probably be significantly faster to engage with some of this stuff if it was in video format, but I digress. 750 pages right here coming through. It's going to be a long night. I think it's going to be a long night. We're going to get as far through this as we possibly can. We're going to use the knowledge of our recent ImAllexx's videos that we've watched. And thankfully, we did review the allegations on the channel. If you're watching this live, there's a solid chance that you haven't even seen the end of the coverage that we did because it hasn't been published yet. That will be out tomorrow. Yeah, this is a lot, dude. This is a lot. Of the stuff that we do have now, a lot of it is voice messages. We have tons of voice messages, brand new text messages. This is a 3-minute phone call here. A lot of this is alting.
I'm going to resend this because I cried in the last one.
Dude, we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Oh god, we're gonna have a lot of fun. If you don't like ImAllexx's, win, loss, or draw, you're gonna have a great fucking time tonight. We got the DLC,
and, you know, I want to be able to talk to you properly.
Oh man.
You know, I had nightmares last night.
Oh, he's having nightmares. He's been shell-shocked.
I was worried that telling you what I told you, if we argue again, like, is it gonna be used to hurt me?
Uh-oh. The answer is yes.
And instantly, when I woke up, I was like, God, I can't believe how you must have felt. You know, you told me not to do stuff, told me your fears, and and you must have, I didn't realise.
What didn't you realize, Alex?
I didn't realise.
Tell me, Alex.
Like,
what is it? You could talk to me.
I didn't realise how bad it was for you.
It's not bad for me at all, Alex. I'm having a great
I
time.
really thought we were fine.
We were not fine.
I don't know why I thought that.
Nothing is
I
fine.
don't know what I was seeing.
You know what you're seeing. Ooh.
And, yeah, I can understand. I see now that. God, it must have been really hard for you, basically. Is what I'm trying to say.
I feel like you don't get hard for any women,
You
Alex.
know, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. I mistook you pulling away for you not caring and not being bothered about anything.
Oh, is that a tear? Am I hearing a tear?
But you didn't feel like you could speak to me anymore. And I know how that feels because after I sent those messages yesterday, all I
on Nicholas DeOrio.
Thank you.
Keffels appreciated
wanted
the
to do
shout
is be
out.
like, maybe I shouldn't have sent them.
So we don't have context for these yet. We will listen to them as they come, but there are tons and tons and tons and tons of them. Oh man, I think this one looks funny. What is this one? Any second now. Or not. Hello? Hello? Okay, I'll just go fuck myself. Clearly that audio is not... Oh, it's muted. How do I unmute this? Is there like
Away from me!
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
What the fuck are you doing? Fucking leave me alone! Seriously, I don't know what the fuck you want from me. Like, but fucking leave me alone. This is not fucking cool, and I fucking don't like this. This is not fucking okay. Stay the fuck away from me.
Stay the fuck away from me! Get away!
What the fuck are you doing?
Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
Do you know what this sounds like? This sounds like when they have the
So
oh, thank
far.
you.
I am prepared. Or not. We will see.
This reminds me of
name
those
the guy,
videos.
Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
This dude screaming "Get the fuck away from me" through a iMessage voice app is like when you're like, "Put the phone down. This is for my safety. Put the phone down. This is for my safety."
Alone. This is not
But doing it over Discord.
fucking cool, and I fucking don't like this. This is not fucking okay. Stay the fuck away from me.
Stay back! Stay back! He's talking to the cat. Yeah, there's so many of these, dude. Look at this one. Oh god.
Like, for no fucking reason, like, because you refuse to fucking talk to me about, like, just fucking cleaning the fucking kitchen. I have to cancel all my plans. I'm gonna spend all day talking to lawyers tomorrow.
Clean,
They haven't
woman,
been paid
clean!
for 2 fucking months, and you're on purposely trying to drive me up the fucking wall. Like, I don't want to fucking see you if you're gonna try and, like, mentally fucking torture me. I don't understand what's so fucking wrong about that. I want to put your stuff in the fucking garage so I don't have to speak to you. You won't fucking talk to me, so what do I have to do? What you have to fucking want me to do? It's not fucking cool. You don't get to just fuck with me, and then, like, I have to fucking take it, like, earlier. Like, you wouldn't fucking speak to me. You were being fucking rude to me in the kitchen. You were insulting me. Like, what the fuck?
Oh god. Oh, look at this! So it was because you kicked me. Wait, what was that? Whoa, what was that on top? Who is... Oh, is that like... Never mind. I don't know if that's somebody's docs that got
I just
accidentally
saw
included in here. Holy shit,
Nicholas
dude.
DeOrio.
Keffels
I don't know who that
appreciated the
person
shout
was,
out.
so I don't want to like highlight them. But yeah, I was trying to get your attention, man. You didn't know... You know I didn't karate kick you. So if you go check out this one...
No way!
Thank you!
There's a KFC in Yemen!
Hell yeah.
Hey, I love the Nicholas Wiggler, but the name is kind of long. Can we shorten it somehow?
No, we cannot do that. By the way, thank you, Hellbent. Hellbent, if you're in the stream right now, thank you so much for adding a brick for this special edition of the URR Wiggler. We've added a brick to the hand for today's episode. But I did note this. This is probably the most significant new piece of ImAllexx's evidence. And what it is a 30-minute phone call where Alex concedes to kicking Alice.
Oh, sorry, I just listened back to the apologies that I sent you again, and I've deleted them because they're not good enough. And obviously, I can't do or say anything that will mend the damage and pain that I have caused you. And I haven't been trying, and I haven't been putting the effort in to make you feel better over the last few months and even before that. And I am sorry. I have tried to find a way to talk about this stuff without falling into the pitfalls of, you know, blaming you or anything along those lines. Oh, my bloody cats are being silly. Stop, please, monkey.
Dude, this is gonna be a great one when I edit this into like a bathroom meme. Like ImAllexx's is crying to his girlfriend, but the cat like interrupts him.
Stop. There you go. I'm really sorry.
Please, cat, get away from me. I'm trying to apologize to my girlfriend. Anyway, I'm really sorry. I'm actually fucking sorry, mate.
For the way that I acted during our relationship, the name calling.
The name calling?
It was
bad.
Completely unacceptable.
Ooh.
There's no excuse.
Oh.
There's no reason for why I did it. I knew that you didn't like it.
But you know what else is bad?
Did it. I carried on calling you names, and I just should never have fucking done it. It wasn't acceptable behaviour, and it hasn't been acceptable behaviour.
Well, didn't he call her the N-word? Yeah, he called her the hard R, he's called her a bitch, he's called her the C-word, he's also called her a dog. It could be any of those. We'll see more context as to where this comes from when we read the document.
Behaviour till recently.
Name calling was unacceptable. I'm sorry I repeatedly call you the N-word with a hard R.
Getting angry at you and trying to make up excuses to feel like I am justifiably wronged is also wrong. I have tried to become a victim. I read back our messages.
Was it a soft day? I thought it was a hard R. I apologize if it was a soft day. That wildly changes the narrative.
I've wanted to be as equally hurt as you and feel like that I also was justified some form of apology. I wasn't. I was the one who hurt you. I was the one who carried on pushing everything further and further and further.
Oh, pushing everything further. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
And you looked for change.
Okay.
And I didn't change.
All right.
I just got worse and worse and worse. And I'm deeply sorry for that, Alice. I really am.
Okay.
I want to try to keep this concise because, you know, if I go on too long, and I have done, I just, you know, it becomes just shit. It just becomes shit, and that's not what this is meant to be.
Chad, do we like shit here? I like some good old shit. As long as it's Alex crying. That's my favorite shit, dude.
I am sorry, on the last night that you were here, that I got angry at you. And I pushed you and pushed you. And then I kicked you in the behind when you walked in the...
Out of nowhere!
Away from me. It's not acceptable.
It's notable that Alice said she had significantly more stuff on Alex, but was waiting for the legal proceedings to complete before she revealed more information. And people said that that was a clout move. I'm starting to think it wasn't a clout move. Even if this stuff isn't as brutal as the stuff we've seen, she obviously had another 742 pages worth of new stuff to talk about, I guess. So right there and then, Alex has already verbally conceded to kicking her in the back. I don't remember, and maybe if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure he says he never never physically harmed her in any way. Did he concede to kicking in the previous video? I thought he said I never have physically harmed her, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm not sure. I don't remember this concession being new. I feel like this is new information, or at the very least, it wasn't represented as such a way in the previous video. He said he never kicked her. Is that true? ImAllexx's. Because that's a sizable... Like, if we're going after inconsistencies and lies, if he said I never kicked her, that's crazy.
Mr. Oreo.
Let's see. Kicked. Kicked me, emotionally abused me. She had kicked me. She kicked me even harder. Bro dumped me and kicked me. Okay, here.
Document that on her way out of the kitchen, I kicked her in the back. and that she turned away and said nothing. This story has been changed many times since this argument took place. When it happened, Alice texted me saying that I had only stuck a leg out. This is because I never kicked Alice, and her story has been greatly exaggerated to make me look like I had been physical with Alice for...
Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my goodness. Can we get a Panasonic digital replay on that one?
I thought at the time...
Hold the fucking phone, chat. So we're at about 2:38.
On the last night that you were here, that I got angry at you, and I pushed you, and then I kicked you in the behind when you walked away from me. It's not acceptable. I thought at the time that I was being, like, jokey, but not in, like, a nice way.
Oh, it was a joking kick.
It was mean. It was rude. I was doing it to be like, oh, fucking come back. And it's pathetic behaviour. And it's not
document that
acceptable.
on her way out of the kitchen, I kicked her in the back, and that she turned away and said nothing. This story has been changed many times since this argument took place. When it happened, Alice texted me saying that I had only stuck a leg out. This is because I never kicked Alice, and her story has been
It was a satirical kick, chat. It was a funny kick. I kicked her funnily, dude. Funnel kick, dude. I funny kicked her. Kicked her right in the funny bone. That's what happened. I made her laugh with my feet of fury. So obviously, we're going to see this. It is linked with a shitload of stuff. If you think you've heard it all, you haven't. I've only shown you a very little amount. That was 2 minutes of 30. We'll see how much more he admits to in that document as we proceed. Now, we're going to delve into the longer response, the reading response, my favorite. And then as we go through this, we're going to pull up subsequent clips that are already queued up and ready for us to go. I've downloaded all this stuff on the off chance that it gets deleted while we're live. I've got this whole thing archived. Again, thank you to Hellbent for making this into a PDF file for me, so I don't actually have to open Google Drive during this either. In case it gets altered in real time, we have the original version. All right, chat. You guys know all the things, right? Trigger warning, mention of SA, rape, death threats. Guys, it has all the things we like, dude. It's got death threats in here, okay? It's got depression. There's some assault in here, dude. Holy shit, dude.
And you know what else is massive?
That was not the button I meant to click. All right, let's keep going. Trigger warning, mentions of sexual assault, SA, rape, death threats, racism, suicide, depression, and assault. This is like the intro to Crack a Bottle. Weighing in at 175 pounds, 5 pounds, with a record of sexual assault, rape, death threats, racism, suicide, depression, and assault. I take great pleasure in introducing...
Nicholas DeOrio.
Oh god. Holy shit, dude. I wanted to put the goal for like I won't bash my girlfriend's skull in with a brick, but I think YouTube would not prefer that be written in the I don't think they're gonna like that. I figured it was best laid out to respond to everything in order of the video he has posted. I apologize for the prompt tweet and the replies, but having this suddenly all resurface after a year is very triggering, especially when I'm being accused of lying despite me providing solid evidence of events, and I'm hoping after this I won't have to constantly explain or defend my story. But after hearing the endless lies in the video, I cannot stay silent, no one could. There's a lot that I need to take responsibility for, like my choice of words, but I can't just sit back and let a completely fabricated version of the story be told. This is obviously written by Alex Hez, the ex-girlfriend of ImAllexx's. I take responsibility for the confusion in my previous statement as caused. I realize now that my words were not acceptable and that I should have been more direct. It is not every day someone has to publicly address a situation like this. I did that to myself and I should have expected something like this. Now keep in mind what she's referring to here, I imagine, is the fact that most of the problems with Alice's story were things she said offhanded in like September, November. Huge portions of the criticism that Alex levied were things that weren't even in the document. They were just like statements that were read from a screenshot on TikTok or an argument that she had on Twitter several months after the fact. And when you do make these documents and you make these exposés, the longer you drone on about it, the more you talk about it, the more you fight about it with random people online, the easier you put yourself in a position to misspeak or say something you don't mean and allow the narrative to get recaptured. That's why you should say your piece, get away, and don't talk about it anymore. That's just good advice, I'd say. However, I anticipated he would resort to the lying route, as I cautioned in my previous statement. I intend to be fully transparent and provide all supporting documentation. However, due to the age of this evidence, nearly 2 years in the process of gathering it all together, it might take a long time and be a very long document. It is. Firstly, I sincerely apologize for any confusion resulting from my initial statement. Due to our interactions, which often occur weekly, if not on a daily basis, it would have been practically impossible to include every argument and exchange in one single document. As I noticed previously, the document would have had 1,000 plus pages. Therefore, I chose to focus on the most traumatic experiences, highlighting specific actions that caused me pain. It breaks my heart hearing that in this video he makes claims of mutual abuse. Being publicly discredited is upsetting. My reactions towards him were deeply rooted in genuine emotional responses to specific, often harmful situations. While I acknowledge that my responses were sometimes imperfect, I also made mistakes in reacting the way that I did by the hurt inflicted upon me. It is an indescribable feeling when confronted with blatant fabrications of the truth. It is a horrible feeling to have someone who caused these events deny these events, and knowing that they very well occurred. I'm sorry for the offensive words I used to hurt Alex back, calling him retarded, autistic, fat. I knew it was wrong, and I used these words to try to hurt him for hurting me so much. I take full accountability for this. I should have been more transparent in my first document, where I said I went down to his level with insults back at him. I personally disagree with this statement. I think that that was there, and I think the narrative is that it's being presented as in new information when we were all well aware that this was like that these insults were hurtled both ways. I don't think that Alice's victim status being challenged now makes total sense, because when we covered this last year, we very well knew that she was saying stuff back to him. Even in some of the videos, I'm pretty sure she said some, like, she had harsh tones and maybe even said like mean things to him back. I hope I haven't offended anyone, and if I have, I'm really deeply sorry, full of regret. I felt ashamed, blah, 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 blah. The narrative of saying that I had been threatening and abusing throughout the whole relationship is false, and I'll debunk every statement made about it. I've always said I was never innocent. Okay, so yeah, that's what we were talking about a second ago. And I reacted to things he said and did. I said that in my first statement. I definitely wasn't innocent towards the end, and I admit that I was toxic at the end of our relationship because I really grew to hate the position I was in. I had been promised everything would get better after I moved in and that it would be proven. He claimed there would be no talk about being worried to move in together, yet I put in my original statement. I'm reliving all of this again, and the manipulation is still happening in the video. I agree with this. I think Alex gaslights us for a large portion of his video, and I hate therapy words. It's just him blasting a screenshot on the screen over and over and over and over again. I feel like someone called it the ImAllexx's girlfriend experience watching his response video, and I find it difficult to classify that any better than the way that the person articulated his thoughts, right? The ImAllexx's girlfriend experience is the equivalent of like watching that video. The same screenshots too, yeah. I know I was toxic in all this. I wish it wasn't who I turned into, but it was. I have to admit that. I haven't lied about anything in my first statement. Everything I wrote there happened. The videos I linked to the first statement of Alex threatening violence is dated in May, having just made it official in March. This abusive language was implemented early in the relationship by him. Months and months of this could change anyone. I'm sorry to myself, mostly for staying in this and becoming as toxic as I did. To say that I lied about going to the police about this, claiming that it would be Claire's law, you must be convicted, is false. I reported everything that I could to the police with the evidence that I posted and more. This has been put down on record. That does not mean he was convicted or contacted. I was given the option to take Alex to court and also get a restraining order because of the threats to kill and harm me. I didn't, and I didn't have it in me to go to court, and looking back now, I should have. Nothing went further as I posted online about this. I wasn't given a reason as to why it was dropped. I was just told that it had been put down and there was more under his name. There will be more under his name if he contacted me again to let them know so they could take it further. So when she said she went as far as she could go, that's not accurate. She could have gone farther, but to do that, it would have potentially brought her into court, and then she could have gotten a restraining order, which she chose not to get. No, you don't need to be convicted to be subject to. So we went through this last time. His first section is that basically Alice has lied about getting him convicted or arrested, or again, the allegation has always been that she's gone to the police with the information. I think that if anybody had thought Alex was arrested or convicted of a crime, I think those people are retarded, because like there would be reports, public documents, it would be discourse, we would talk about it. If ImAllexx was arrested, there'd be a mugshot, right? If he was convicted, we'd have a mugshot to deal with. There's no way a large social media influencer gets arrested and convicted of a crime without anybody finding out about it. So I think that anybody who came away thinking that Alex has been like charged, arrested, or convicted of a crime are fucking idiots. I think that's like a straw man. I think that most people thought that he was reported to the police, and that seems to be accurate. Yeah, erected. Yeah. It's massive. And we did check this out. So this was published on Twitter. The other thing was Alex misrepresenting Claire's law. And the reason why I think he lied about it, but I can't confirm that he lied about it. It's my opinion that he lied about it, is because he was spinning the narrative that to be part of Claire's law, basically it's not a list as much as it's like a database for domestic dispute things where like it can be logged in there if there's a report made, and if there's another like person reaching out to the police to talk about a potential partner, they might be able to present this information, right? That doesn't require any convictions. It gets the report. Maybe it hasn't been logged, and maybe it wouldn't come up if people put in a request as like a girlfriend of ImAllexx. That's possible, but that would indicate that she's not knowledgeable on Claire's law, not that she's lied. Alex in his video did lie about what it would take to make Claire's law and to be part of that database of information. And this is the police report. We've seen it. The victim reports after 2 months of dating her ex-partner, became verbally, physically, and mentally abusive towards her. After 2 days of living together, he pulled her to the ground, put her in a headlock, covered her mouth. Okay, so just to be clear, the reason why it would be significant if she never reached out to the police, that Alex is obviously skirting here, is because if she said it to the police, like she could be liable for making a false police report. So by saying that she never reached out to the police, that puts that puts like doubt directly into her story, because if she lied about going to the police, what else has she lied about? She hasn't put herself in a position to file a false police report, which obviously isn't the case because it's in front of us right now and we can clearly see that this is real. This was really done. Like she has made a allegation to the police that he pulled her to the ground, put her in a headlock, covered her mouth, told her to KYS, threatened to break her neck and her cat's neck. Like all this stuff was sent to police. Now, I do believe there's a Kent Police Victim Care Card. The following should be explained and discussed with you. The government's code of practice for victims of crime provides you with the rights and entitlements as a victim. Click the link in the victim's code. Alternatively, you can click this link. Yeah. Saying I keep posting about him and his personal issues, which isn't the case. Is Claire's law a public database? No. So what happens is, if you believe that and this is to my knowledge, I don't have a knowledge of UK law, but this is how it's been conveyed to me, is that if you think that your partner is abusive, or you have any thoughts about your partner being potentially abusive, you can go to the police and they could potentially give you access to the previous reporter's story to help you better make your judgment. Essentially, like if there's a person with a well-documented domestic abuse like history, be it a conviction or an allegation, it gives women the right to know about that when they enter a relationship with that person if they inquire with police, as far as I'm aware. Any chance you got a link for the Job's verdict video? Oh, I'm sorry, let me get that to Queeman. Preserve tube. Sorry about that. I didn't see your message. It was 10 minutes ago. My bad. Claiming I've harassed him for a year when I've been harassed by multiple... Oh, sorry. Saying I keep posting about him and his personal issues, which isn't the case. I posted about my issues and my experiences. My posts are only ever me talking about moving on from this and having a hard time from moving on to traumatic things he's done to me. I can talk about what happened to me as much as I want to, regardless of anyone's opinion on it, and trying to silence me won't work. She's kind of falling victim here to the YouTuber fallacy of like, I will be releasing a video soon. I will be releasing a video soon. Oh, hey guys, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Hey guys, this is probably the last time I'm going to talk about this. Goes on to make 50 more videos. She said like, hey, I'm probably done discussing this. And then people triggered her and she reacted to it more. It's not really, it's probably not much deeper than that. I've done this plenty of times where I'm like, hey guys, this is like the last Boblax video. I don't intend to talk about Boblax anymore. Anyways, guys, did you see Boblax freak out on Twitter and post his medical records the other day? I did. Did you do that? That'll probably be a future segment. But I did say eventually like that I didn't want to make any more Boblax videos. You could sue me, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you can take $450,000 in court. Yeah, it sounds like Nick saying I'll release a video soon. Precisely. Claiming I've been harassing him for a year when I've been harassed by multiple burner accounts, baiting a reaction and conversations about Alex. All I'm doing is replying. I'm not harassing him by clearing up misinformation and rage bait. On Twitter, I received many mean comments trying to spin the narrative that he's now come out with. I've had 10 new accounts and more come at me for the same exact things, so it's obviously one person. I apologize for responding, but it's hard not to. I fell for a lot of the rage bait given to me.
I really like you.
It's hard coming out about so much and being instantly shut down. Me replying to bait doesn't prove any inconsistencies. It proves that I don't know what was best for me in defending myself. I've been defending myself for so long, it's all I think to do. And again, there's twofold here. Alex now is open to going through and finding those messages and seeing if there's any inconsistencies and lies in them, because they're kind of all being hand waved away here by Alice saying that like, hey, I'm just reacting to it. I think she specifically says that like everything I'm just clearing up misinformation. I'm not harassing him. She's saying that everything she says is accurate, which I don't believe that is the case, especially for some of those September posts. I think notably the one that I would draw to probably Alex's side is when someone asked if she pressed charges on Alex and she said that she's done all she could, when it appears here she very well hasn't done all she could. Claiming that I kept changing my original document is false. Every time I click onto it, it sets that as the last edited date. I changed nothing in the document at any point after releasing it all publicly, and I like to add I had 2 other editors on the document. I thought she added something, but I might be wrong about that. It's hard coming out. Again, if it's edited, that edit could have also, yeah, June 15th, current version, 2024. Okay. The last time it was edited was June 15th, and that was when it was published, but it could have been that same day. I guess 4:24 p.m. The timeline could say that. Responding to my crop screenshots, cropping out his name. I didn't include this for obvious. I don't know the time in her time zone that it was released. But I thought it was that she initially edited it when it first came out. I could be wrong about that. And I don't think it really matters either if she added something when people were criticizing her. Responding to my crop screenshots, cropping out his name. I didn't include those for obvious reasons, that it was offensive, childish, and very fucked up. These are the ones where she says the N-word. Hiding it was wrong, and I should have explained there and then why I did that. Using this word is inexcusable, and I'm ashamed by it. Again, it's the N-word. I thought adding this in would discredit what he had done to me, and it did play a role doing that. And that was selfishly my main point to pull it out. It was more because he would throw this word around as insults towards me, which I gave evidence for in my first statement, chasing me around the house, screaming it at me. In no way am I racist. I'm sorry I ever did this. It's just, I'm just extremely stupid for doing it and ignorant with my choice of words. When I named him that in my phone, I mentioned Alex using racist words because he used them on me aggressively. Not once have I ever used this word in an aggressive way, and I was ignorant for even using this word to imply this word like the shrimp comment I made to him when we were joking around. The screenshots I'm going to show are triggering, but I'm going to show this. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck if either of these people called each other the N-word. They're both white as snow. There's no racial implication to being called this term. It's being called it as a shock value word. I don't think that either of these people hate black people. I don't think that Alice saying it means that she thinks that Alex is like maybe Alex was like a descendant of one of the fucking British people who invaded Africa. I'm not really sure why this matters or why either of these people are spending so much time discussing racial slurs. Alex was saying racial slurs from like 2016 on. There's tons of clips you can pull up where Alex was saying the N-word. None of them were new from this drama, I guess. So this is a bunch of slurs that I'm gonna have to edit and post, a lot of N-words. These are just the fact that he said this on 6/11, 7/8, 6/20, 11/18, 12/27. So throughout the course of the relationship, Alex used the N-word. Okay. You were being a C-word. I'm sorry. Yes. Let me see. Was there anything? Yeah, these are just adding 2 words in. Yes, makes no difference. Okay. N-word. I hate when you do shit like this. Acknowledge the 4 minutes of retarded. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is obviously something that flies out of Alex's mouth all the time. In my opinion, personally, from what I've seen. Again, he was saying it on live streams. I don't believe that these people are like as stick up their ass about racial slurs as they pretend to be online. I'm sorry. I'm not surprised when I find out that a kid from the UK, a white kid from the UK says the N-word. This is not a big thing for me. I assume most of these people do this. He reminds me of like one of the white trash people on Long Island who say it to their friends all the time. So Linus Tech Tips is assault. Yeah, dude, he used the hard R, dude. There it is. There's the hard R. We've been talking about it the whole time. Linus Tech Tips is hard R. I do, and you just went to moaning. I have no. You were rude. I got offended. Rude. You offended me. N-word. That's the truth. Liar. I said shut up. Yes. You love insulting me, but I apologize. You're toxic AF. You love it. And then N-word. Fuck you. Like, this is just a lot of these. Okay, but that's why this document's so long. She went through and just pulled up all the receipts. And again, I don't like this narrative that Alex was trying to spit that, like, by the way, if you're watching the VOD, I'm sorry, everything in this section is blurred. But Alex was trying to spin the narrative that Alice was like super fucking N-word coded and like introduced the N-word into their relationship. Like that both of them are trying to prove that the other groomed them into saying a racial slur about like a fellow white. I think this is stupid. I think this whole thing is stupid. It's a shame that this was even brought up as a talking point. It just like serves to cloud this even more. C, unbearable, retard. C, just made this about something else. Die. But again, you could see the nature of the way that he's speaking to her. Nick will forget to blur it in post. No, I won't, because it'll affect monetization. Why would I do this? Yeah, it's like putting an under 11 in the World Cup squad. Don't lie to the kid. He'll quit. Yeah. Oh, this is really hard. Yeah, N-word. You chose it to be hard because you're not fucking listening. I see a haha there. Maybe I'm giving a harsh read.
the name?
And by the way, there's a lot of A's here. I didn't see any. Did we see any hard R's? They're mostly A's. I'll just be like, yeah, that works. No, it doesn't. It's going to be a lot harder. Shut up. Just stop. Nice again. Britage. Love that. Stop. N-word. Stop. Stop. Ass. Stop. My God, stop it. You need to stop. Like, this is just extremely casual usage. This is what Linus Tech Tips was trying not to say. Alive, mental case, Alice, don't talk to me like that, or ever. You keep saying the same, though, over and over. Haha, and then the N-word again. Good day, I don't read. Fuck, bye, me, get help. I haven't been paid. This is a reference to the fact that Omnia Media wasn't paying him out his sum of money. And then this is, I've written my statement multiple times that I became reckless with my usage of the language because it was so normalized by Alex. Again, this is gay. I think this is super gay. I'm using the word gay here, not targeting gay people, but as like the way that these people clearly use the N-word in their discussions. Neither of these people groomed the other adult into saying a racial slur. Waste of time to discuss this any further. I took accountability for this and I'll never stop apologizing for it. I don't care.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Is this how people text nowadays? No, this is how, like, this is BPD on BPD violent. I don't know. The physical claims that he has made are the ones that I stated in my first statement, the ones he has tried to claim that I had done when I haven't. I explained that I had slapped him in the face out of retaliation and an incident of pushing him off of me. These claims are true, but to change push into punch and then punch in the face is a lie. And that's one thing Alex did in the video, where it was like, I didn't randomly, like, this is actually a screenshot from the video when Alex started highlighting stuff. I didn't just randomly start kicking you. I probably pushed you away, right? Can you play the whole thing? I didn't kick you multiple times and hard. And then can we text? I'm trying, but like, okay, can we talk about this after? I didn't randomly start kicking you for no reason. And then Alex cropped it basically by using these. Well, he didn't crop it. It's visible, but he highlights. And I didn't just randomly start kicking you. I didn't randomly start kicking you for no reason. But he never mentions the fact that it's like, I probably pushed you away. There was a part of the VOD, I think it's in today's upload on the channel, that broke my brain. Let me see if I can grab this real quick.
Saying she didn't just start kicking me randomly for no reason. Alice admits in these messages that she was kicking me because I had refused to put my shirt on, which is her reason for assaulting me. Alice responded with, yeah, that's pretty stupid, in response to me refusing to put my shirt on. This is because I had a skin...
Like, we just leave out all the context there. I don't know. I'm going to go back. There's a couple other ones like that. Alex was extremely manipulative in the crop job. That Ninja Alex is a little crazy. I agree, dude. Okay, moving right along. The screenshot he gave me is me denying kicking him and referring to his previous message where he said I kicked him a lot and hard, which is why I said I didn't kick you multiple times and hard. I can see how this has been taken another way, but all I'm doing here is denying that it happened and telling him that I pushed him away. I was more taken aback by this narrative has changed, as I explained in my first statement, where he goes on to start playing victim after he understands that I'm coming out about what he had done. But yeah, it was probably uncalled for. So she's claiming to be referencing the push here, not a kick. If that makes sense. I'm admitting to pushing him away from me, that it was uncalled for, and not admitting to kicking because that didn't happen. He states I physically abused him regularly, which is a damaging lie. Not only does he say this, he denies ever being physical with me. He has spun this 180. He said in his video that I donkey kicked him in the head and neck until he was out of the bed. This was once again a lie. I pushed Alex off of me in bed after arguing because I did not want to be near Alex. I did not physically kick him out of the bed or in the head like he claims. Not once did he ever bring this up to me because he's manipulating a story to fit a narrative that I beat him. For a response that took a year, I'm not sure why donkey kicked while lying in bed in the head and neck was well thought out. That's physically impossible to kick like that, and I would never do this to anyone. His story keeps changing. Again, though, I don't know if this is true. We have no evidence to support whether this did or didn't happen. I believe the only people who do know for a fact if this happened are Alex and Alice. I agree, though, it is improbable that she, donkey kicked him in the head from a sitting position while lying on a bed. I also would say that it's interesting when Alex says something happened, there's never any text messages of him describing in detail what it was. It always feels retroactive, where he's kind of Alex is always like, I'm sorry for this, or he rarely discusses the abuse that he'd received, and he never does it in direct detail explaining what exactly it was. Whereas her comments are a bit more descriptive in what she's claiming. Her story tracks a lot more than his, even if there's minor inconsistencies with dates. There's at least references to the stuff she's talking about. But that's not direct 100% evidence that this has occurred. I remember pushing you away from me. I just didn't go ahead and start kicking hard. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a direct denial. I remember pushing you away from me. I didn't go ahead and start kicking hard to you. I don't want messages. But yeah, it was probably uncalled for. So she's discussing the push here. This is obviously from Alice's perspective, so these are screenshots that are new. It's okay. I don't even want you to talk about it. But I was put through a lot, and I didn't want to be around you. I felt unsafe around you. Alex unsent a message. I don't even want to be in contact. He claims I lied about ever being diagnosed, and at the time, it was not a lie. Throughout the whole relationship, I told him to seek therapy and receive help that he needed, and he didn't. He said he tried therapy and it didn't work. This was for his general health. Nothing in particular sparked this, just how he was towards work and friends. He's now, since the date in this picture, been diagnosed, which I was completely unaware of. Our last date of contact was the 29th of May, 2024. So she wouldn't know, for a matter of fact. So yes, I said he wasn't diagnosed because that's what I knew. I think we covered this when we went through it. Her statement was, ImAllexx has never been diagnosed, and then Alex literally got diagnosed. So it's like, okay, cool, awesome. In his diagnosis, he reads that he was aggressive towards me, undeniable. Oh, this is the thing about his diagnosis that we saw in the last video. And he would have anger outbursts. This completely contradicts his story he's made through his video, as he's saying he would always express sadness, crying, and being abused, when that's not the truth. He says I showed no proof of him threatening to discredit my side of the story and threatening me not to come out with this publicly. When he came to me manipulating the story he made, claiming he would use it as fact that I hit him after receiving these messages of me admitting to slapping him once, which I never hit or denied. You could see his inconsistencies in these claims he makes, as it started with a slap, moved on to a punch, and now he's claiming kicks and regular physical abuse and donkey kicks to the head and neck. I am so clear and will always admit to my wrongs. Yes, it was wrong to slap him that one time, but it was all I felt I could do to get myself out of the situation I was in. Now, there was one part of his video where this is extremely evident, and I cued in on it. It was punch in the face. Let me see. I want to hear face, because there is, he described it as a punch to the face for the variety, but all the evidence shows not that. Here.
Alice said this in her document. He then goes on to say, I have punched him in the face over the cat. This is Delulu Island we're on now. because he's trying to grab onto anything he can to create his story. This didn't happen, and I couldn't tell you where he cooked this up from. This is from an argument where he was being horrible, had the cat in his arms, and came up to me making jokes about taking him away. Alex was in my face all over me doing this, so I pushed him off of me. I got this story from our own texts that Alice has left out of her document. It is not something that I had cooked up, and I am not creating my own story, as there were hundreds of texts of me complaining when it happened that Alice doesn't show, which I will read for full clarity. Alice admits that I was making jokes in her document, but then says I was being horrible, which is untrue and completely contradictory to what Alice had written where—
By the way, it can't be contradictory if it's the same screenshot from the previous message. Just to be clear, it's not contradictory, it's the same fucking thing he just read. It is completely contradictory to the same sentence. It's the same screenshot with different highlights.
Document, but then says I was being horrible, which is untrue and completely contradictory to what Alice had written where she fully admits that I was joking at the time. Alice calls me delusional and says I'm on Delulu Island for
Again, this is the same screenshot.
thinking that Alice had physically assaulted me for joking about the cat, but has written in her own document that she did push me, but it was because of me making these jokes about—
Okay, so he starts off by saying punched in the face, and now it's pushed.
about the
And we never actually get back to punched in the face.
cat, but has written in her own document that she did push me.
And he said he has hundreds of texts. It's one piece of her statement. Now, eventually we will get to more screenshots, but
But it was because of me making these jokes about the cat. Alice texted me saying she hadn't hit me, and this was after I'd accused her of punching me in our bed.
and it's like, I pushed you off. Like, the story of pushing seems to be, like, even in the other messages from, I believe that's Facebook Messenger or something. I don't know if that's this. I don't think that's this.
In person, and then I had walked away. Before I left, I asked Alice to pack her things and leave, as I was not comfortable with being hit in our relationship, and this
And now, being hit in our relationship, all she has confessed to is pushing.
was not the first time that Alice had hit me. At first, Alice completely denied even trying to hit me at all, and then responded with her reason for why she had got physical with me, as it was due to me saying I was going to take the cat away as a joke.
And again, it's all about pushing. There's no admission of punching him in the face, ever.
I was incredibly
That I've seen.
off by this, as it was minutes after Alice had assaulted me. Alice began to gaslight me over text and tried to get me to think that this had never happened
Because I pushed you off.
and that I was overreacting. Alice didn't apologise for getting physical, but instead doubled down on why she'd assaulted me. Alice hadn't told me she didn't like the way I was joking around before she assaulted me. We were in bed laughing, so I thought it was fine and just a normal interaction. Alice calls me mental and mocks me with laughing crying emojis for trying to discuss why she had assaulted me. I made it clear in the text that I did not push Alice or get physical when I was upset with her, and that I was tired of her doing this to me. To which Alice responded by agreeing and saying, yeah, after you've been a bellend. Alice ignores her assaulting me as the reason this argument has started, and has cut it out of her document to make it seem like I was being horrible, and that she had reacted—
There is no concession in any of these messages to punching you in the face. Where's the first one?
punching me in our bedroom in
And by the way, the thing here is Alex's own message doesn't say punched me in the face. It says you tried and hit me. So the face thing could be entirely retroactive. I don't see, does he ever mention punched me in the face? I never push you away when you come near me. That's just you, implying that that's a push right there. I'm just saying, I don't like it sounds like this is an argument over pushing, and Alex has like retroactively at this point added the punch to the face.
getting physical, but instead doubled
Like he never references punch to the face. That's why I think that Alice's document has a lot more going for it in that regard, because like inconsistencies, you can point them out anywhere. What you can't fabricate is the fact that like Alice's version of events is locked in with text messages from months ago, making reference to the stuff she's talking about, where Alex's version of events just never comes up again. And that could be because he's retarded and never pressed the fact that he was abused and beaten and punched in the face. Or it could be that he's chosen now to recreate that narrative and fit it to something a bit more. She seems to have receipts at the time that reference certain events that transpired. Alex is using dude, trust me, bro. And I don't know if I trust him. I don't actually, to be clear, but you know where my biases lie. All I can offer here is the whole uncropped version of the conversation, so I apologize. This will be a very long document, but I feel like that's what's necessary here. Before, I didn't share every single message as I was trying to show what he had done to me and not the whole relationship. I understand how this has come back on me and made me look like I was trying to paint myself as a saint, but I had stated in the first document that I am not innocent. I admit to wrongdoings, I always have, but in no way was the abuse I received mutual. In the proof that I gave in my first statement, you have a clear-cut look at what Alex is like with me and how aggressive he was. Yes, I said mean things, and I slapped him once to defend myself, and yes, things got toxic, and I started avoiding, and I do also think she kicked him in the back. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure she's conceded to kicking him in the back. So I do think that needs to be in here, but regardless, I slapped him once to defend myself, and yes, things got toxic. I don't know. maybe I'm wrong about that. I might have been completely gaslit. I'm pretty sure she admitted to kicking him in the back, but maybe I'm completely retarded. Unless that's being walked back here and I misinterpreted it last time and that's me being wrong. I don't know. I'm sure we'll explore it in the document. Hey, Alice, a lot of people have started to read in a post you made about us. I understand that you're venting and I don't want to invalidate that. This is Alex talking in 5:29:24 about the allegations. This is probably around the time that I found out about it. Let me see. When did I first hear that there were messages being shared about Alice and Alex? When did Jake Baz put me in a phone call? I found out about this on 5/26, so 3 days after I was notified that there was something coming on the horizon about ImAllexx's. Alice and Alex had a private interaction. And again, wait, so this is, we stopped speaking on the 29th of May. This is May 29th. Okay, that's tracks. Hey, Alice, a lot of people have started to read into the post that you made about us. I understand that you're venting, and I don't want to invalidate that. Again, like, why? Why wouldn't you want to invalidate this? If this woman abused you and hit you, why would this be? This is obviously like oh, I'm going to save myself here kind of reaction, or maybe I don't know. I don't get this at all. Whatever. Nevertheless, I apologize for how I acted in the past, and I've apologized to you as much as I could for how I wasn't arguments with the insults. It wasn't acceptable, and I'm sorry for that. We both apologized to each other for how we acted, and for me, that was settled, especially after you admitted to slapping me. It's not something I want to talk about, and I was reluctant to talk about it when asked by my friends. I just want to try to process this. Okay, so why did you not bring up the punch to the face here, or the donkey kicks here? Why wouldn't you say, hey, listen, you beat the shit out of me in this relationship? It seems like the slap is the only thing that's being, I don't know. The posts are putting me in a really difficult position, especially because people are talking about how I haven't addressed any of it. I don't want to have to talk about it or manage or risk making this bigger or worse for both of us. We both made mistakes that I know we regret, and I'm not happy for how we handled it or it ended. I wish every day it was different. I feel like this is a lot of pressure on me to speak about this in our relationship, whereas I really want to be able to talk about it with you. Is this something we can talk about? So Alex reached out for a peace treaty on the 5th of May, 29th of May, 2024, before this comes out ultimately in June 15th, right? So this is 16 days before it actually drops, unless I've miscalculated the number. 31? Okay, 17 days. But Alice and Alex interacting privately does not mention kicks to the head, doesn't mention kicks to the back, doesn't mention punch to the face, or continuous abuse throughout the entire relationship. This message is more of a supporting argument for Alice's side with the slap that was addressed in the document. So, yeah. And it's obvious that this is being written as like a PR statement that people are publicly going to potentially see. Because like Alex is aware she's talking about this. So he's writing it with the intention that like if this releases, it's got to look good for him. That's how I would handle it. That's why I would perceive it to be the way that he would handle it. Everyone writes differently when they know that somebody might be watching, you know? You get caught less if you're diligent, knowing that people could read anything that you say at any time. You're talking like you didn't drag me around and kick me. We are not the same. You are the one who did wrong. I'm not trying to even hear or talk about it like that or make it seem like you were worse. Okay, so that's a fucking crazy thing to say in response to you dragged me around and kicked me. And then he says right here, is this something we can talk about? And then him saying, you're the one who did wrong. You dragged me around and kicked me. And then it's like, I'm not trying to talk about it anymore. That's a fucking crazy statement. That is actually a fucking brutal screenshot. And at some point, you have to start faulting Alex. At some point, you have to start faulting Alex for not standing up for himself. He doesn't stand up for himself in the text messages. He doesn't stand up for himself in the fucking direct messages here. I believe this is, what is this, Facebook Messenger? Is this Discord? I don't know what app this is, right? He doesn't stand up for himself at all or reference the stuff that he's talking about. It makes it really hard to believe his side of the story if he's not even arguing any of this stuff that he's talking about in current day throughout any point of these interactions. Maybe it's because it never happened. Maybe it's because he's retarded. But at some point, you start to become a little bit less charitable. Because again, this is a situation where he could have mentioned any of that stuff right here, right? Any of the stuff he's accused her of, donkey punching, kicks to the head, punch to the face, but we get slap, right? And then she references dragged around and kicked, and then he's like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. And then there's a block here. So I'm not trying to even talk about that. You just did. I apologize, not my intent. Is there a way we can talk about it that you would prefer? I slapped you once for verbally abusing me like any woman would, saying you don't want to talk about that if I abused you and your victim is crazy after what you did to me and put me through. And then again, why would you... What kind of male feminist bullshit do you have me fucking sitting here listening to? She's accusing you of dragging her and beating her. Your response can't be, do you feel like I'm invalidating you? It is, I never hit you. It is, I never dragged you. Why are you making this up? Why are you farming me? And again, if you're, so put yourself in Alex's shoes for 30 seconds. Okay. You're talking to your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend, and your ex-girlfriend reaches out to you. And says like, and say, hey, I hear you're saying like a bunch of crazy shit about me. What's going on? And then your ex-girlfriend's message is like, you raped me. And you know for a fact that you didn't rape her, right? You raped me. You beat me. You assaulted me. There's pictures. It's like, there's no pictures. This never happened. What are you talking about? You're delusional. You abort that conversation. You don't try to argue at that point. If somebody is flat out defaming you and farming you for messages where you react to it, you have to shut down. You're not engaging with this conversation further. You're not trying to understand where they're coming from. This person is defaming you in real talk, like in real time. Why are you engaging with that? I don't believe that. I do not believe his side of the story. I feel like by only talking about yourself, leave me alone. No, I don't feel the way you said in the message. Okay, I understand. I am deeply sorry, and I am sorry that I haven't been able to make you feel heard. Like, this is scathing. This is scathing messages right here. I know what you're doing, and you can use whatever story you cooked in your brain. I will never, ever validate what you did to me, no matter how you looked at it. I'm not trying to validate anything that happened. And again, like, I don't... maybe eventually there's like a denial, but why are we getting so far down here and he's just not denying anything? It's just all like measured, do what's right for the girl language. And it's just not anything that lines up with his current story that he told a year later. Here, there's already inconsistencies in his story. He never claims I hit him regularly, never claims I donkey kicked him in the head and neck, never claims the abuse he had on video. In his response, that's all new. No matter how you look at it, I'm not trying to invalidate anything that happened. And no matter how much you convince yourself, I know you can't believe me because I broke your trust. And I don't want you to feel like what happened was your fault. Again, if she beat you the entire relationship, dude, it's her fault. What, did you say the wrong thing? Did you wear the wrong outfit? Did you deserve to be beaten, Alex? It seems like he's completely changed heel, realizing that the previous narrative wasn't working. I want you to stop contacting. I've asked you fucking loads now. It was my fault. It wasn't my fault at all. It was you. You were the problem. You were the problem. I was stupid to stay with you. I got sent messages of what you screamed at me in a call once. People heard you. I read it. It was disgusting how you were to me. It's not even the start. And you want to invalidate that and try to convince yourself it was mutual. You're sick. I don't want to invalidate that at all. I want to acknowledge my behavior, and I have messaged you about it, and I'm really sorry. I think... nuclear fucking take here. Is there anything else to this? She accuses him of dragging him around and kicking her. And then he says, I don't want to invalidate anything that happened, and never actually denies dragging her around and kicking her. This feels like a confession. I don't want to invalidate that at all. I want to acknowledge my behavior, and I have messaged you about it, and I'm really sorry. The way it's presented here almost reads as a confession. He says he's sorry for the act. He never denies it. And he says, he goes farther to say he's sorry. I don't know if that's even uncharitable for me to come to the conclusion that that is what's happened here. I want to acknowledge my behavior doesn't mention. I think the saving grace for that narrative is that he never specifically apologizes for what he has done. But I wouldn't fault anyone in coming away from these messages thinking that this is a confession for allegations we don't even have proof of. It's a confession by omission at the very least. Going on the message where I mentioned people had heard him, I never released that information as people know publicly, who Alex had and who has had lived with. I will never mention the name of the person. I never wanted to involve other people in this, but I will attach the message I received after you've read the whole conversation. Here it is. I've messaged you about it. I'm sorry. I can fix it. I can't fix it how I acted. I don't care. You did it for 8 months. You don't care only when it suits you or threatens you, which is now. So now you care. You didn't care at the time. That's not the case here. Yes. It is. You're a narcissist. It's what you do. I've been incredibly self-centered. Always have, always will. I'm sorry I didn't put any effort in. I mean, she's farming him here. She is brutally farming him here. I don't care. I don't want apologies from you. And now it isn't good enough. I know it won't be good enough because good enough would have been when we were together. Okay. What's your goal messaging me here? Cut it short. I just want to know what the goal is here. Then leave me alone. You messaged me. If I had a goal, I would have responded to everyone already saying, yes, Alex was fucking horrible. Again, this is when she was posting. I don't think she had named Alex specifically. If she did, I'm not aware of it. But again, people knew her as like Alex's ex-girlfriend. So people started asking questions. And then obviously Alex's friends started asking questions, which is how they got in touch with me around this time. I would like to allow us to move on. I'm finding it incredibly difficult because of the huge speculation. So this is obviously before the document, in case you're not aware. You even know you don't need to act like there's even a little bit of validity to Alex's story. This is pretty cut and dry. Listen, all right, there is tons of room here. We are in the second period right now. Okay, I'm not calling the game yet. I understand this looks extremely bad for Alex. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt where I can, because if I sit here and I read 700 pages of documents glazing him, and then it comes out that all these messages are completely fabricated and fucking false, like in 3 days or whatever, then I look like a retard. So I'm going to engage with this as I would if I didn't think this guy was guilty. Do the best I can. Also, my dog is commenting that she thinks, that was Sophie. Sophie thinks Alex is guilty. But again, Sophie's not a suable entity, so you can't really argue with her. I don't believe anything he's telling me. All this has been said after the fact, after the relationship ended, after he saw that I was posting related content, after he thought I was going to go public. Which I'd like to mention at this point, I had zero plans on making any statement or going public. It was the messages of him telling me to keep quiet about that influenced my decision. And the raw fact that I never wanted to clear up why I had been tiptoeing around TikTok at the time. I wanted to share what he had done to me, not as an act to harm me, but speak about abuse and what he had put me through. I felt pressured to tell my side, and that's my own fault because I hinted at abusive behaviors as a way of venting and crying out for help. Now, obviously, people will come in there and be like, who are you talking about? Oh, is it Alex? And gassing you up like, girl, go get it or whatever. She got gaslighted a little bit, maybe, who knows? Or maybe it was malicious. I don't know. If I had a goal, I would have responded to everyone already saying, yes, Alex was horrible. I would like to be able to allow us to move on. I'm just finding it incredibly difficult because of huge speculation. I know I'm not angry or upset at you. It's really not speculation. It's true. I totally understand you've been venting. Leave me alone. I just wanted to know why you feel like we have to put our personal relationship online. Because you're a horrible person and you did those things. So is it because you feel like I deserve it? No, not really. I'm venting for myself. I understand.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
I'm venting for myself. I understand. Otherwise, I would have outed you and named you. Yeah, I know. It's just that I've been sent TikToks of people putting stuff together and you liking the comments. Yeah. I didn't message you before when you were venting. People hoping I'm okay. Yeah. Cool. What's your point here? What do you want? I want you to stop contacting me. I want you to know if we can talk about it and come to a conclusion and move on, if that's what you want. I realize it's because you feel like I've dodged responsibility with you. Like what? What do you want? Talk about what? I want to know what you want here. I've been posting. What the fuck? I want you to leave me alone. I messaged you directly because of the post. I feel like it was the right thing to do if you're upset. No, you messaged her because you were worried that she was going to go public and you wanted to gauge how big the explosion was going to be. It is extremely obvious and transparent why Alex is here. What's not clear to me is why he's still talking. Where it's so obvious he's not going to get what he wants here. This conversation looks so scathing against him. It makes me question why he put out the response that he did, knowing that this exists. Like, this is extremely weird. Again, like he must be extremely desperate to continue this conversation, in my opinion. What the fuck? I want you to leave me alone. I message you. I mean, this is like Keemstar level. Stop DMing me. I think the stop DMing me. Stop DMing me. Like, this is what we're reading here. I messaged you directly because of the post. I felt like it was the right thing to do if you're upset. What would you post? I used to be abusive to my girlfriend, so she reacted and started to hate me because of it. Crazy. I'm not going to post. That's why I messaged you. Okay, and what do you want? I was hoping we can leave each other alone because enough has happened. This is not Alex trying to make up with this situation. This is not Alex trying to apologize. This is Alex trying to protect his reputation. It is so obvious that is what he's doing here. Because he's really delulu, as Alex would say. True. We need Mudahar. Ooh boy, me Mudahar here. Okay, and what do you want? I was hoping we could leave each other alone because what's happening, I really regret it. And I really regret it is another nuclear level statement. Not being able to be better when I needed to be. I put myself into therapy. Like, dude, this is why I hate therapy. I don't hate the concept of therapy. I don't even hate therapy as like an entity. I hate YouTubers who think that therapy is a be-all, end-all, get-out-of-jail-free card. Okay? I don't know where you went to therapy. Did you do BetterHelp? Did you go see somebody in person? What has your therapist said? Obviously, we can't ask them. But people are like, hey guys, I was gone for a while, but I've gotten therapy now, and I'm better. They use it as a fucking weapon. They like, you can't criticize me because I talk to a shrink. Like, oh, okay. I guess that's fine. Thank you for that. That's fantastic. Yeah, she said multiple times that he dragged her, and he's not denying it. Yeah, that's very apparent. Stop with that bullshit. You need more than therapy. You literally dragged me. I don't know what you want here. I feel like you should know that I'm not hiding from my behavior in our relationship, but I don't want people to force me into discussing it with intense outside pressure. Okay, so this is now another time where she directly says, you dragged me. And his next message isn't, I did not drag you. It is like, I am not hiding from what I have done. This is not helpful. You're the one not leaving me alone. No one is forcing you to do anything. I would never have messaged you if it weren't for the posts. If you want to air it all out, go for it. I'm sorry I broke contact to talk about this. I didn't want to. You're going to say some shit like, she hit me, and that's defamation. That's what I'm saying, Alex. I don't want to air it all out. I'm not going to say anything because we don't have to push it there. What are you talking about? What do you want? Do you understand me? Be straightforward. Stop hinting. I want to apologize for what I said in those messages, and I don't blame you for reacting. It's gone so far now, and I hate it. Can we stop? Is that something we can do? So now, notice now he's going explicitly out of the way to not give any, like, reference. He's not referencing the physical incidents here. I'm sorry for what I said in those messages. He is pretending that Alice is not referencing any physicality at all, and he is intentionally dancing around that now, which is fucking hilarious. So I don't care about the messages. You're a horrible, poisonous person, and that shouldn't affect anything. I found clips of you in calls screaming at me. I read shit you said to me in calls from people who messaged me. I read my notes where I promised myself I'd leave you alone if you hurt me again, and I didn't. Alice, do you want to talk about this then? No, not really. Nothing you can say will fix what you did or help it, or just make me forgive you. So what do you think about what I said? I will never forgive you. I know. I think you're poison. I'm not here looking for forgiveness. All I want is for you to leave me alone. Isn't the do you understand me a little menacing? I did read it that way. Do you understand me? Like, it's like, yeah, so you're not going to say the same shit that you did. Like, you're not going to say the same shit you did to your mates. She hit me, and that's defamation. That's what I'm saying, Alex. I don't want to air it all out. I'm not going to say anything because we don't have to push it there. Do you understand me? Yeah, that is kind of a threat. I see how you read that as a threat. I kind of understand where you're coming from there. Do you want to talk about this then? No. Or help it make me forgive? Okay, here. I think you're poison. I'm not here looking for forgiveness. And I want you to leave me alone. Yes, I want that as well. Go away then. I hadn't messaged you in weeks. Keep it that way. But this stuff doesn't seem like it's going to end, and I feel like I'm being backed in a corner for something you did. Oh no. I was hoping we could settle our issues personally. The people spreading this are the people who already hate you. That's fine. I'm not bothered by them. Keep in mind, I was not one of them at this point. I didn't buy into the story until Alice posted publicly 17 days later. Not me. I'm upset that I hurt you enough to feel that you need to do this. It's like you don't know what you've done. I don't expect you to believe me. Was abusive. It's like you're actually convincing yourself that it was like slightly bad place. No, I don't feel that at all. I've seen your posts. When in reality, what you're like always has been, your ex messaged me, and your messages the other day, and not just one. I'm sure your ex wouldn't be nice about you, but I don't want people to talk about other people. I never abuse them, so ask. I'm mutual with them, actually. It's normal. I came here to talk to you about us, to not hate people you dated, but anyways. Would you want to call and try to settle this? God, no. Or would you prefer to work it out on text? Leave me alone. And again, this is leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, but he is not backing off either.
No way, dude! There's a KFC in Yemen!
Yeah, I'm glad she didn't block him either.
Just joined and noticed the Wiggler's brick. That's amazing.
Thank you. Shout out to Hellbent again. But anyways, would you want to call and try to settle this? Like, it's just him Please leave me alone. Call me. Please leave me alone. Call me. Please leave me alone. Call me. Again, this doesn't bode well for his character either. He wanted to make Brick clip too, maybe. God, no. Would you prefer to work it out now on text? Leave me alone. Work what out? What is it to work out? What do you want? It's very hard not to have discussions when people are speculating under my posts and DMs, no matter what's happening. It's so obvious that he doesn't give a fuck about her and this is entirely career-oriented. He just keeps saying shit like this that tells me that's the case. We have a right to a private life, and I don't want to talk about you. Then go private. Venting to your friends, I understand, but this makes the whole situation harder for both of us. Again, it's please stop talking about me publicly. It has nothing to do with private. I don't want to talk about you. Then go private. I'm not silencing you. This isn't a threat. Oh, you're silencing me and asking me not to say anything or confirm anything, so that's what you're asking. Be straight. I am not silencing you. This isn't a threat. Okay, but I don't think she accused you of a threat. That hasn't happened yet. Okay, so it definitely was a threat. Because that's... So you're silencing me. Oh, so you're silencing me. You're asking me not to say anything or confirm anything. That's what you're asking. Be straight. So that you're asking me not to do these things. I'm not threatening you. Okay. That's weird. Reminds me of the Medicare Raw stream. It's like, well, I was going to make the Medicare rant, but I mean, you're just not letting me talk or whatever. And he's like, I'm not interrupting you, Ross. I'm not threatening you, Alex. What you're not like, wait, what? I didn't say that it was. I'm sorry. This was clearly a mistake. Alex now realizing that he is like Freudian clipped himself right there. Yes, contradicting me is a mistake. I asked you to leave me alone. Yes, but I thought it would be mutual. I hadn't messaged you. Leave me alone. I've been talking about me. I wasn't leaving you. If I wasn't leaving you alone, I'd have made a fucking PDF file and posted it. I apologize for wasting your time. Yeah. And reopening this, I saw your notebook post. This was pointless. And read what you said in our messages. Yes, my standards are low, huh? And I thought we could talk about it. Look, I let you down more than anything ever, and I don't have words to express my sorrow without typing like a Shakespeare poet. Please do, Alex. Yes, I posted TikToks about being treated like shit. I got out of this relationship, was traumatized for months. It was a way for me to cope. After removing someone who did all these things out of my life, I wanted to scream out loud. Oh my god, please, Alex, write a poem. How is he still going? I don't know, but it bodes really well for her story if he is. I shouldn't and don't want to hear it anyways. I know, so I haven't sent it. Oh my god, he actually wrote a poem. He wrote a fucking poem, dude. He wrote a fucking poem, and he didn't send it. You're just another one. I'm not here for sympathy. Wouldn't get it anyway. Or for anything, actually. Okay, so I don't deserve anything from you. Why? Okay, because you're clearly hurting. No shit. And I don't want this to get worse, that's all. So that's a second threat. I think you can read that as a second threat. No shit, and I don't want this to get worse. That's all. I have to cut myself off. Happens when I'm out of a domestic. Let me heal. Okay, so now we've got 2 mentions of dragged on the floor. Now we've got a domestic violence relationship being referenced here. Okay, form of the internet. Yes, I want this to move forward. I'm going to ask, do you post that stuff knowing I might message you? Because I try not to, but it's hard. And it's okay. So again, domestic. We're using the word domestic here. The implication being that domestic violence has occurred.
What's the name of the guy?
And the first thing Alex is like, I need to talk to you. We need to talk about this.
Mr. Oreo.
Alice, if you're listening, the only funnier thing you could have done is recorded a phone call after this. That would have been funnier. If you just called him and let him say all this stuff to you so we had more content, awesome. For the future, all right? Take that phone call. But anyways, this is good too, I guess. I don't know. But I want to talk, smiley face. Okay, well, then I won't. And I hope that's the truth because I don't see why we need to leave anything off now. Wait, what? No, but I want to talk. Okay, well, I won't then, and I hope that's the truth because I don't see why we need to leave anything off now. I don't post these talking about my own experience of abuse and think, yes, this will make him want to message me. I want this. Okay, well, I won't. Okay, I know that, but this is the only reason I know that, but this is the only reason I ever mentioned being hit in the first place. I want to give you your space to vent with your friends and everything. You understand that when people ask, they'll ask for my side of the relationship. And I want to say those texts look one-sided, but I tried to tell a fair story, and I nearly broke down and told my mom and dad. We can't control how long this goes on for, and as long as we're on speaking terms, I really want to try to get this somewhere it works for us. Is that okay? So your side of the relationship is me hitting you? That's mental? No, it isn't. You need a mental hospital. I never hit you. Like, stop using that as something that made you do things genuinely. It's not cute. So I guess this is where we're going to start seeing some of the stuff that Alex posted. Alex unsent a message. You keep saying I abuse you. No, I have actually never said you. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. I don't believe Alex. I literally don't believe Alex. Alex can we get the clip? Hold on. Can we get the... This is in private, okay? Obviously, he's writing this knowing that people could see it in the future, but there's no reason to not include that you think that your girlfriend has been abusive when you're trying to defend yourself to her. There's no reason to fucking handicap yourself like that.
Accused me of being physically abusive to hide the fact that she had been slapping, punching, and kicking me throughout our relationship.
Here, listen to this.
That something happened. The texts between us from that time reflect a totally different story that Alice has not included in her document, even though she provided an exact date of the day this had apparently taken place. Instead, Alice has fabricated a story entirely and has accused me of being physically abusive to hide the fact that she had been slapping, punching, and kicking me throughout our relationship, something that she had tried to hide from her document and has lied about on Twitter publicly.
You keep saying this like I abused you. No, I have never actually said you abused me. Okay, now, if you're not understanding the significance of this, obviously these messages predate that video. The point is that if Alex was being abused for the duration of their relationship, and it justifies the actions that he did take against Alice, why, when they're having a private, offline conversation, would he say that I've never said you abused me before? Why would he not say, you beat me throughout the duration of our relationship? It just doesn't make fucking sense. I mean, good, that would be huge bullshit, implying that if you said that I abused you, that would be bullshit. Alex said, I said it was toxic, but I understand why it's gotten there, and I heavily regretted it. It was toxic because of you, because of the abuse that you gave. Words, feelings, actions. Here you can see inconsistencies in his story and the new story in his video. Yes. And after, the way I texted you was wrong. I read it all back and deeply in therapy. God, it was before too, not just after. You started arguments like that too. Yes, there was a lot of stuff that got way out of hand. Just because you're in a shit mood already, you went out of hand. I know you want to talk about what I did, and I was fine with that when it was between us. I wanted to call you and talk about it. I didn't. Yes, anyways, go away. I did. Do we have to talk to each other now like this? I don't want to be near you, Alex. You fucking ruined my life. I was so empathetic to you for so long, even after I left you, and you still... When I said I was empathetic towards him, it was because of after all major arguments, he would sit and tell me it's because of outside noise, something else is going on that made him speak to me a certain way, or be shitty to me. I forgave a lot, which is why I was with him for so long, because I believed him. Let it be known that in this conversation, I have zero sympathy for Alex. And a few before, I have zero sympathy for Alex. I'm drained, I'm out, I feel nothing towards him. For so long, even after I left you, and still, gave me the shit, I was like, so patient and understanding and stupid, I had to hit rock bottom. I'm tired and done, to turn my life around. I think of you and I'm sick. This is enough. I don't want contact. This has been making me sick. No, the implication that it could damage your career has been making him sick. These screenshots need to be fake for Alex to come back. Legitimately. It is actually shocking that he knows this stuff existed and he posted that response video. It almost tells, like, it has to be fake. Like, otherwise he's just like an insane person to do this. But anyways, leave me alone, let me be. I said I would be left alone as well. And I get why. Go away, acting like I want to talk about you. I want to come to a conclusion here before this gets out of hand. Now, this is the third message that I think could be like, this could be a threat as well. Things just got out of hand, says Multiverse of Madness, but not really in the movie. Out of hand? Like what? How could this get any more out of hand? If you keep posting stuff, it'll end up being a huge problem. For you? Don't you want to move on? For us. It's because it's true. For you. There is no us. Alice, right now you are really trying to make me say something that you will use to hurt me with. Like, no, Alex. That's been this whole conversation. This whole conversation looks horrible. I don't want to talk about you hitting me. And I found the text about the cat. Oh, wow, dude. Oh, wow. And this is some of the stuff we've already seen, I imagine. Alice, right now, you were really trying to make me something... Okay, I found the text about the cat because I didn't, and you'd be lying. When you said you'd punched me,
Nicholas DeOrio.
I didn't punch you over a cat. Lol, are you saying you're going to use that? Because do it. Then I'll post you calling me the N-word and abusing me. No, I'm not. But right now, you pushing against me with witnesses. Why? I never punched you over a cat. Why do you want to do that? Because you won't leave me alone. Because you won't stop. I have stayed dead silent, and it isn't long enough. And it isn't enough. If this is your argument, If I speak out about how horrible and abusive you were, you're gonna say I hit you over a cat. That's your defense for abusing me for 8 months. Make it make sense. You don't get to hit me at all. The point I'm making is that we both hated it and hate this. You hate this and hurting each other more. You know what this feels like? Because Alex frames this whole thing in the video, right, as like. It's reactive abuse. That's the terminology that I keep hearing from this. It's like reactive abuse. And that, like, where is it? Is it the word fabricated? Was that it? Here. Fabricated. Yeah, listen to the way he describes this. Tell me this doesn't sound exactly like what he's been doing based off of reading these messages.
Time reflect a totally different story that Alice has not included in her document, even though she provided an exact date of the day this had apparently taken place.
Not this part here.
Instead, Alice has fabricated a story entirely and has accused me of being physically abusive to hide the fact that she had been slapping, punching, and kicking me throughout our relationship. Something that she had tried to hide from her document and has lied about on Twitter public.
So it's like you've created this false story so you could hide the fact that you've been beating me throughout the entire relationship, right? And it sounds like Alex is being pushed in a corner here and not acknowledging the fact that she's been accused of dragging her and kicking her or whatever. So then he's like, you punched me in the face. By the way, it's not even in the face here. It becomes in the face in the video. And then it says, I never punched you over a cat. And that's been like twisted into like, or twisted. It could be the case where she's saying that she maybe punched him or whatever. People are saying this could either be, I never punched you over a cat, or I never punched you over a cat. It depends on how you read it. But this is the issue with texting, right? There's a difference between I never punched you over a cat and I never punched you over a cat, you know? She slapped. Well, no, she's pushed. She claims she pushed, not slapped. Slapped is another thing. She claims to have slapped and then pushed. And the push is claimed to be reactive when, like, he was talking about fucking killing her cat, so he pushed him away. That's the claim from Alice. And it's like, you don't get to hit me at all. It's like, what the fuck is the context here? This is the argument where he claims I punched him over the cat. He claims that there were messages. There weren't any, and he lied. I pulled up the messages in the original statement saying that I had pushed him off me, and that I included the messages. I'll attach them here again. The full messages are in my first statement. He had the cat in his arms and was saying very strange comments, like he's going to take my cat away. He blew up after this, started screaming and yelling, telling me to move out because I pushed him and took the cat to another room after he made that weird comment. It was the first time I tried to hit him, parentheses, pushed, and this has developed into a punch, which, by the way, this is how I read it too. It was punched in the face, and all the messages show that, like, I pushed you. And he felt the need to say something to get me to get leeway in being shitty to me whenever I was upset with something he had done. You blew up, I didn't. Kicked me out over the cat, but buy you ice cream? Fuck off, lol, mental case. How can we live together if you're going to start arguments over the cat? You did that. No, I didn't. You literally got mad, not me. I made a joke. You got mad. You must fucking go. You have to fucking go. I said don't say weird shit like he's going to be taken away, idiot. We can live together. Fuck off with this. My God. I'll get my own cat. Never said you can't talk to it. You're infuriating by. You fucking pushed me. It was a fucking joke. Off me. And again, this is why her side of the story holds more weight. If you go back to the actual original messages, it's a push. When you talk to Alex in current day, it becomes a punch. When you watch Alex's new video, it becomes a punch to the face. And it's like, dude, you're trying to point out her inconsistencies, and you're showing screenshots that do not articulate the argument that you yourself are making. But yeah. You fucking pushed me, and I go, off me. I wish I could show you how aggressive he really was in person. These texts were always after the shitty argument, and he had gone somewhere and then texted me like this. I'm always in defense. I don't mean to derail, but Carl put out a statement about the lawsuit. If you're interested, I will check that out in a little while. I don't want to interrupt the segment. Okay, the point I'm making is we both hated it and hate this, so it's like we both. So you can see the narrative starting to form here that he would use later. Both sides were bad. That's obviously what's landed. You hate this and hurting each other more because it's true. It isn't going to make it right, and people are seeing you for you. You said you slapped me yesterday. I was dreadful. I know I was. Yes, I slapped you in the face one time. Name a girl who hasn't slapped a huge asshole. This is a message that has come from Alex's video, and I'm ashamed of everything but coming after my life. Okay, so coming after my life is an implication that I'm mad that you're going after my YouTube career. And not this whole sad boy soy, can we talk privately? I really care about you and your well-being or whatever. And yeah, it was obviously a ploy to try to get her to shut the fuck up. Yep. That's your defense. My girlfriend slapped me after I abused her and my family. Again, the reason I'm not referencing the slap to the face thing is because the slap to the face thing is over a year old. We've made peace with this. She slapped him in the face. That definitely did happen. Not once does he claim a new story if she hit me regularly or slapped me all the time. This is because it didn't happen. Again, there's no implication in any of these messages that I'm seeing. I believe Alice is correct here. Alex is not referencing the several month-long, throughout the course of our relationship, domestic violence. That's just not in here. So I guess he didn't prime his clips well enough. That's your defense. My girlfriend slapped me after I abused her. I'm not coming after your life or your family. Why are you getting like this with me? I'm not being aggressive here or trying to downplay how you feel. And I know you think I'm the worst C word alive because you need to show how weird it is for you not to turn this on me and try to stop me from speaking out. Okay, I've tried to make this clear a million times. And again, I cannot stress enough how weird it is that he's made like 4 comments that could be construed as threats. And then he pivoted to like, you punched me without providing any evidence. Like that is extremely sus. You're literally saying all this, that I don't want to do that, to tell me what you have on me. Yeah, I agree with Alice here. I do think this is kind of a subtle flex. Like this is what's in store for you if you have the audacity to speak up about this. Is how I feel this is being read. Yeah. Let me pop the. We need the goal. Let me hit the goal, dude. Thank you. I'll set it for 5. Go. Bam. This is so upsetting, and that's your side. Why are you talking to me like that? Dude, look, you could just see him pivot in real time. She's getting gaslighted, dude. She's getting gaslit. Oh. Why are you talking to me like this? Complete wank. I don't want to side. You do. Goodbye. I don't want to talk about this. Bro, you asked her 16 times to talk about this and have been begging to get on the phone. What is, like, the timeline here? Please just say it's done and that we're moving on with our lives. No more dragging it out. Like, I've shown you my hand. This is what could have happened to you. Now, please just stop talking about me publicly. You're dragging it out. You're making that happen. Just promise me we will leave each other alone, desperately trying to keep this from going further into the public space. You made that happen. Just promise me we'll leave each other alone. Saying dumb shit like I hit people, that's going to make me speak out. I'm not saying about that. I'm talking to you privately. So this feels like a threat because you're just straight up manipulating. Go away. I'm not manipulating anything. You are. You said you slapped me. Actually, how? And have I lied to you here about what I have done? No, you won't reference any of it specifically. You're being very vague on purpose. So if this does leak, you can try to argue your way out of it, being like, no, I never referenced it because it was so unhinged that she would accuse me of dragging her across the floor. You're not engaging with anything she says, and you're like, have I lied here at all whatsoever? If you think it's smooth, it's not. Yeah. This is like the 23rd time she said go away. Yeah. And have I lied to you here about what I've done? Have I not apologized? You act like I just deny it. You dragged me and put me in a headlock and kicked me. And now, finally, 1,000 messages in. Oh, wait, no, this isn't even reference to this. Hold on, I'm sorry. I thought that was it. Okay, wait. Wait, what? No. there's two ways you could read this. Have I lied to you here about what I have done? Have I not apologized? You act like I just deny it, but it isn't true. I want to be honest and open with you. No, this isn't even a denial. This is not a denial. This is just part of this sentence. You dragged me, put me in a headlock, and you aren't being that at all. Okay. You're tiptoeing. Well, now I understand. No, this is all part of the previous. He just ignored it again. I thought this was in denial. I don't read it that way. You could read this one of two ways. Have I lied to you here about what I have done? Have I not apologized? You act like I just deny it. You dragged me and put me in a headlock and kicked me, but it isn't true. I just want to be honest and open with you. Yeah, that's not referencing this at all. It's completely ignoring it. You're tiptoeing. Now I understand. I want you, and I want you. Oh shit. And I want you. Why you're angry? Just leave me alone. Want to mention he's saying, but it isn't true after his message. You act like you deny it. Okay. Okay, well, thank you, Alice. I appreciate you being here after I figure it out in real time to let me know that that was just there and I could have just kept reading. Thank you. You're tiptoeing. Well, now I understand. And I want you. Why are you angry? To leave me alone. So that's another example of that. I've avoided some stuff because you'll think I apologize to save face, because you're making it sound like I abused you. So yes, I'm going to put that straight because you're literally belittling everything you've done to me and trying to tone it down. Avoided what? Making us sound mutual? Saying stuff like, and by the way, someone said pre-watch. Bro, this is 750 pages. I waited till I got on camera and super chat started rolling in to read any of this. I heard a little bit of the clip and I saw a Reddit thread. This is all raw. Okay. You feel like I'm being unfair. I'm sorry for that. No, I feel like you're trying to save yourself and make your side sound validated, which I agree with. I still stand by what I said here. In his video, he's denied all physical abuse that he's given me, which is inconsistent as I have voice messages of him admitting to kicking me, which I will add into this. He has tried to make out that I begged for voice notes to use against him. This wasn't the case at all. I just wanted to call him and keep saying that he needed to call me or say sorry for explaining things. I don't know if we're going to get specific references to voice messages, so I can start playing them whenever. No, I feel like you're trying to save yourself and make your sound valid. If I wanted to save myself, wouldn't I still be talking to everyone and telling them? I only spoke the first time because they added me to a call and didn't tell me why. I was totally shocked and went home. I mean, good. To be alone and told them I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to upset Alex and to clear some stuff up. Alice, sorry. Why would it upset me to tell the truth? It's not about making my side sound valid. It does appear to be that way, but I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to upset Alice. Okay. That's what I have an issue with. Then say what happened, not your side. Tell. I did. What happened? Not your side. I only talk about it with a therapist now. And I showed them my phone. You were a horrible person. They've seen everything. To me, you didn't do that. I deeply regret it. All of your texts, they've seen it? I told him he didn't do that because I didn't believe he actually showed them what he really said and did, which is now confirmed to me in his diagnosis. It mentioned he had denied any physical acts he'd made upon me, so this is the diagnosis he gave. There are texts of him admitting to kicking me. He said it was to get my attention and a joke. There are voice notes of him admitting to kicking me, and many, many, many times where I bring it up. In the same story of him dragging me, he did those things. Alice's words, not mine. To me, you didn't do that. I deeply regret it. All your texts, Okay. Yeah, because it can't get better, and if I'm honest, because it's not really your business anymore, and I shouldn't be telling you. Then why are you here, Alex? Hey, by the way, I just wanted to let you know, after I've been pestering you for hours, this is none of your business, and I shouldn't be telling you. Like, oh. Okay. Then own it and stop messaging me. Say sorry publicly. I don't know what you want to do. Just go away. Why publicly? Because why you're messaging me. But why do you want that? You need to leave me alone, Alex. Okay, one last thing. I hope we can move on from this. Okay, one last thing. I'm going to repeat myself for the 400th fucking time, dude. Holy shit. I mentioned to him to say sorry, meaning publicly settle the TikToks I made, not threatening anything else here or telling him I'm coming out. This was the reason for him messaging me, was a concern for the backlash he would receive after my TikTok made about treating him like shit was a past ex, no name mentioned. All right. I will when I'm ready. That's okay. I don't care what you do. Do you think making a public speculation? Do you think that the public speculation is needed? It makes me feel like that I have to talk to you. I know how you spoke about me to other. By the way, I love how this keeps looping. It's like, I hope we can move on. I do not plan to move on. Okay. Does this really need to be public? Yes. Okay, well, I hope you can move on. Does this need to be public? Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, that sounds good. All right, anyways, do you think that we can just not talk about this in public? No. Let's talk. Let's get on the phone.
Of the guy, Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Thank you. Do you think the public speculation? Yeah, I know how you spoke to me about the other people call me crazy shit. It's not like I've confirmed it's about you or named you or gone and made a video on it. Yeah, I know. You don't need to talk to me. You need to go away and own what you did. Well, I had been. Cool. Keep it up. The so true is in response to the message calling it public speculation. This is what I'm trying to say. Goodbye. So is this done then? We go our separate ways now. Did that months ago. I'm not trying to invalidate you or make you feel like this was even or needs to be even. I just wanted to message. Okay, so here he's like implying that he's worse. How could he be worse if he was being beaten throughout the duration of their relationship? I just want to message you to see if I could make it not or not. Well, make it not this, sorry. Do you think we can leave it here and I won't message you or repost anything anyone else has said? And it's not about anything more than it's been like 4 or 5 months now. Are you asking me to not confirm it's about you? What do you want me to say to that? What? Okay. I get it. You're talking to me like I'm ready to talk about you to anyone. No, I'm sorry, I don't think that. Is that how this comes across? Man, that's not my intention. I need you to leave me alone. You're adding to my 13 reasons. Okay, I appreciate you. So I guess it's like you're gonna make me fucking kill myself. I won't again. I just wanted to understand it. Goodbye. All right. Now, firstly, I'm so sorry to hear that all this happened to you. This is the message with the roommate. This is like a roommate's testimony. This doesn't really mean much to me because we can't speculate who they are. Nobody deserves that. I hope you're in a better place now. I've written down what I heard throughout the little grate in the wall from what I assume was a Discord call he was on with you. All the stuff he had said to us confirmed him with he had no real answer and we left it. We got the chance to speak to him about what he said to you. I thought about messaging you to see if you were okay, but obviously I didn't know if you were well at all. I don't care about this. This is what I heard. You're fucked up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, you fucking bitch. Fuck you. I'm not doing this, you dumb fucking H word. Just shut the fuck up. You're fucking unbearable. You're so irritating because you couldn't stop yourself, you fucking C word. Okay, but we already heard stuff like this, so I don't think it really matters. Oh, wow, there's a lot of this. Okay. If you were smart, you were clever, you would have said sorry straight away. I'm gonna fucking... Okay, so this is the... We actually have this audio. So this is stuff that they'd heard. Okay. I don't care about any of this. About me not wanting to be near him, I pushed him away from me in bed when he was trying to cuddle. After everything he's done to me, I held this grudge for a very long time after the night that he dragged me to the floor. This is why I was toxic after. Not once in these messages does he claim the donkey kick to his head because that was a lie. All right. I walk 5 minutes and up some steps, and I was holding you to standards I wasn't holding myself. I just told myself that you didn't want to touch me or be near me because I'd gotten fat or my... Wait, whoa. I told myself that you didn't want to touch me or be near me because I'd gotten fat or my skin infection. We never talked about this, but I was embarrassed to be next to you. I feel like a freak. It wasn't because of you, because I knew that upset you. I didn't want to touch you because you hurt me and you were mean to me. Yeah, I saw that, and that's how I saw you, and that's how I see you. That was a personal thing. As a person, I didn't want to be near it. I want to... And it's like we have like tons of messages here where she's directly referencing physical violence. Yeah, and yeah, dude, I just... Okay. We had the worst argument I ever experienced with anyone, but after this move, it became even worse. On the 4th day of living together, he had taken it to the next level and got into a physical fight and started screaming argument where I begged him to leave me alone, to just stop. I ended trying to get away from him and he followed me. I went to walk downstairs. He grabbed my hood, pulled me back until I fell on the floor. He told me that I'm not getting away, so I got up and made a run for the bathroom. He got in my way, grabbed me, put me in a headlock, covered my mouth because I'm screaming for him to get off me. I got to the bathroom, locked it behind me. He screams from the other side, calling me crazy, telling me to leave the house after I asked him to leave me alone. In the video, he constantly says a statement here is a lie, that it didn't happen, the proof is not happening. Was because I didn't text him about it that day. We lived together. I didn't think I needed to text him immediately after, but I did text him multiple times after the event happened on several different days that he doesn't show. This is an inconsistent lie on his part. There's no accountability taken. for this argument, and it's heartbreaking to hear it being called a lie by the man who did it. This is one of the main events that turned me sideways. After all this happened, I went to a point to avoid him and not wanting to be around him. And again, this isn't really helpful to me, Alice, because you're not providing context. But again, what it does show is that throughout the course of this relationship, you dragged me day 2 of living with you. I did stop. I was walking away. The only reason I started screaming was because you dragged me on the floor, idiot. Okay, I was still going to leave. I told you I never do something like that. And since you dragged me, you literally kicked me and dragged me, covered my mouth, put me in a headlock. You broke me the day you dragged me, and I never got over it. You dragged me on the floor when I was walking away. You've dragged me. Again, we don't see Alex having the opportunity to deny this here, but this is, again, consistent with the fact that she claimed it. Yeah. Because you dragged me on the floor. Okay, I was still gonna leave since you dragged me. Is this the same one? No. You literally kicked and dragged me and covered my mouth, put me in a headlock. You broke me the day you dragged me, and I never got over it. You dragged me on the floor when I was walking away. You've dragged me. I didn't. And again, if it turns out that he actually did drag her, I think that video is completely game set matched. His excuse for doing this is that he can't be screaming in a rental house and that he needed something to stop it, when in reality, the screaming from both ends wasn't stopping, so I tried walking away. Alex never liked it when I dismissed something by walking away for this moment or not talking about it at the same time I needed to get away or breathe. That's when he grabbed me by the hood of my dressing gown, and he pulled me, and I fell to the floor. He's in my face at that point, telling me not to go anywhere. That's when I got up and went to the bathroom, which he stopped me, holding me in a headlock. And this time, I'm screaming. He covered my mouth and told me to stop screaming. I got him off me and locked myself in the bathroom, where he continued to scream at me, calling me crazy, telling me to move out after what he had just done. This happened. His reasoning to do this was to shut me up, as he was scared to get kicked out of the house he rented. This happened in the AM. It was a stupid time. I can't remember if it was before or after sleep, so yeah, going on to the next day. I tried to move past this. I excused his actions because of my screaming, and it was still I was still trying to process what had happened to me. In multiple conversations after this happened, I threatened that if he had gotten physical again, I would leave, and I tried to leave the situation. He did not let me. Pizza's in the kitchen. I'm about to go out to the garage. Okay, come get your pillow for downstairs. Bear is headed to war now. What do you want for the shop? I'm here. The screenshot he shares just proved we weren't in a good place because I was sleeping away from him. Yeah, that's true. The message, oh, we're doing really good. Why are you sleeping downstairs early in the relationship? What, 4 days after you guys met? Holy shit, dude. That's interesting, I guess. Oh, God. Holy shit. That's a lot. Yeah, it's crazy to move into a house and sleep on the couch. Yeah. I won't upload today, so I'll do chores in a second, but I still got to edit. Okay, can you help me with the living room? Also, I just bought a few packs we can open together. Haha, silly, I might stream it. I don't know. I guess it's Pokemon cards. Again, more of his proof that it didn't happen is the fact that I spoke about Pokemon cards with him 3 days later when he's the one buying them, trying to make amends. In his own screenshot, he always went the route of buying things to gain my forgiveness on multiple occasions. Instead of changing his actions and doing better, he threw money at our issues and moved on. What is this? I am not happy with you taking any more shit. You don't have to. You deserve better. Is bear on cat or kitten blink food now? And he blinked. I guess this is like a food thing. And you're right, I'm not going to take any more of it. I just feel weird leaving without saying anything when he calmed me down. I feel a bit stuck right now. The reason why my screenshot says today is I took them to send to my friend. To say that I had the bollocks to tell my parents what had been happening to me. It took a lot to finally be able to tell them that their daughter was going through this and didn't know what to do. Here are text. Okay, so the narrative here was that like she was planning these things and grabbing these screenshots at the time. And I think I said this when I was covering it. It's possible she was just sending it to a friend. It doesn't imply that she was in this relationship solely to get an exposed video out of it or make a Google document months later. That would be kind of like you would need to provide more evidence than what was shown to come to that conclusion. Hi, love. How is things? This is the stuff with her mom. Again, I don't think this stuff with her mom really matters, but she told her mom that there was abuse at the time. This is November. And everyone listens about. Do we have any reference to the? He's crossed boundaries. I never thought he would. Dad finished his work. I should have tried to leave when he crossed the line. We got into an argument. It got heated to the point where he was grabbing me and he was shouting. Here it is. I tried walking away and he pulled me onto the floor and said, don't walk away from me. After that, I ended up locking myself in the bathroom, him calling me crazy. I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone. I just wanted to cry. Sounds like a nightmare. Try coming home without breaking up. Go up a few weekends or days here and there. Cool. Again, this is like fucking crazy. So he ripped me to the floor. Oh, that's crazy, honey. Maybe you should go up there on the weekends or something. Like, that's just insane. The amount of times he broke up with me and told me to leave an argument's unreal. You're supposed to be happy, for fuck's sake. Just being calm is gonna... Okay, none of this really matters. We're gonna have to be picky and choosy what we read. I haven't been planning on using it against him in the document. I don't think that was the case, so I don't really need to be convinced, I guess. Alex claims on this night we argued with him being in bed, where he said I donkey kicked him in the head and neck. This is the night where he dragged me, saying he grabbed me. This whole story he tells is fabricated with 2 different nights. He also mentions the cat situation again and slips up, saying he was in bed talking to the cat. When the cat situation happened, we were in the kitchen. He uses screenshots constantly from different conversations to create new ones. Here's a conversation where he's talking, and again, we complained about there was no real through line as to when anything had occurred in Alex's video. Here's a conversation where he takes me calling him horrible names and cuts it out of context to add a new story. Like I said many times, everything I ever said to him was a reaction to shitty things he said to me. This was a massive trigger, and I begged him to stop insulting me. Can we forget about this? Hi, yeah, add me back. Did you leave the server? Yeah. After I said I didn't leave, we fell out. Yes, okay. You're single. Sorry, you're single, properly. Mean it. Like, for real. Not taking it back. It's over. I was telling you how to stop. I can't juggle you and Lewis. Wait, Lewis Spears? I said stop insulting me single. I'm fully too stressed out. Because I don't want to be told to die. Is that like the fucking retarded YouTuber, Lewis Spears? Oh, Lewis McClung? Oh, maybe. Wait, I just missed the part that totally validates Alex? Is that what's happening? I don't know. After the sorry, we called, and by no surprise, it went shitty. Because I don't want to be told to die. You on your period is like too much. Wow, Jesus, fuck. I don't want to be told to die. You're like too much on your period, girl. Wow, you're not helping. Wow, and you don't understand it. You're done. Otherwise, you'd have dropped it. No, it's not my period, asshole. I'm done. It's you. I broke up with you just now. It's over. I dropped it. Once you stop insulting me. I mean it, you fat fuck. No, Alice, it's over. It's done. We're done. I'm not talking. You ass. We won't speak again. How? Okay, so we didn't see the whole version of this, I guess. And now this is the full context as to why it was said. Okay. Got it. So this is where the you fat fuck line comes from. I said I'm fully over it. Stop insulting me and it's done. With everything going on, you ought to keep going. Stop it, Alex. No, you asked me how to stop it. You overestimated how much I could take. I said it. No, stop insulting me. You know what you did? No. I'm not arguing. I'm telling. I said stop insulting me. You say you told me to die. To die. Since it began, you stopped me getting out of it. No, call me. You kept me here. And the call me stuff. Alice, no way. Da-da-da-da. Call me, you said how to stop. I said how. I don't want to be in an argument. I won't shout. No, this isn't it. I'm getting ready to go out. You asked how, and I'm single. Oh, I'm getting ready to go out now, and I'm single. So I'm going to go, like, fuck some other bitch. That's cool. She's all this is too much for me. I just want to be alone. I assume he meant cheese. With everything that's happening, I can't afford more stress in my life. I tried telling you. You told me to die. You've pushed someone on the edge. You called me a dumb whore again. Yes, I need you to stop. You were being fucking stupid. Just stop insulting me and it's over. Just stop. What about when we weren't arguing? Being mean, I said. You thought you could stop me from saying sorry. You asked how to stop it. I said stop insulting me. He's taunting her? Yeah, he's like literally taunting her in these messages. I thought you said you could stop me from saying sorry. You asked me how to stop this. I said stop insulting me. You told me to die. So you can get your full satisfaction and it backfired. Should have taken the sorry. Now you're single. Like, yeah, this is like psychotic. Like, please stop telling me to die. Oh, well, guess what? You're single. I mean, this is psychotic. You said you didn't mean it. I don't care now. This shouldn't be happening. I gave you ample chance. It shouldn't. You're the one who had to stop insulting me. You fucked it. Gave you that chance. It's over. I literally said I'm sorry again. You fucked it. You kept insulting me. And you said something bitchy. You said you didn't mean it. I didn't fuck anything because you told me to die. I'm done. And then you called me a dumb H. Again, not even worth discussing it. That's why. Insults. It hurt me a bunch. Okay. I'm sorry it hurt me so much. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouted. I said sorry. You didn't mean it. You dumb... Oh my god, dude. I said sorry. You didn't mean it. You dumb bitch. You said that. No, I don't. Stop. Fuck off. No. It's so fun the other way around. I couldn't stop. Holy shit. Just had to go along with it. You couldn't stop insulting me, moron. Now fuck up. Your concept of time is shit. I didn't say sorry, you bitch, and I did. Fuck off. Not worth another word. I just want to talk to you when you're feeling better. When you're done, can you stop your address? I need my things. I'm going to remove you off everything. I can't do this. You had to stop it. That's it. I need something to give. You only had to stop. You had to stop. You clearly don't have the patience. Insulting me. Neither do I. I'd rather be alone for a while. That's why I'm here. No, man. Forget it. What's your address? You can't... Dude, what's your address? You guys are dating. Jesus fucking Christ. I tried calling. You love holding a grudge. Cool. You told me to die. Never lasted more than a sentence, but you're different gravy. You told me to die. Okay, same thing. They're just fighting still. Before I say it, and it won't change. I can't what? You have to fight? No, don't. I know. Okay, whatever. They're still fighting. Stopped. You delusional bee. Fuck off. I said thanks. You're just making it up, but thanks. Go away, psycho. You're the craziest woman I ever met. Genuinely, seriously, Alex, Munkus. Head's not screwed on. It is. Man, your boyfriend is at the lowest point. I said, I don't know. You go aggro over a game. Is this really over a video game? Holy crap, dude. What the fuck, dude? And you told me to die because you're a P-word. Yeah, P-word. You're a pussy. Won't let him apologize. You're a moron. I said, why? We spoke. I don't care why. I forgave it. You should have shut up. I wanted to move on. I wanted it to stop. I don't forgive you. And you could... Okay. Same stuff. I want to break up. I don't love you. Really, Munkus? I want to break up. You don't mean that. I want to be single so I can deal with this alone. I am trying to get stuff all day before I went out. Everything was fine. You dragged it on. I was helping you. You fucking unobservant retard. You just need to stop insulting me. Shut up. You need to shut up like 6 times. Just got, yeah, I know you're having a hard time, but you can't. I'm sorry. No, you're not. It's fine. I did say I'm sorry going through it. I am. I know you wanted to cry about it. I'm crying? Like, no. The League stuff. I get it. Can we talk? Oh, this is over League of Legends. Oh. Okay. Okay, this is over League of Legends. This is a fight over League of Legends and an online relationship. I hate all of these people. Holy fuck. Okay. I get it. No, that's not it. I just want to argue it. Okay, dude. The video game donkey had a point, dude. Fuck League. I had a lot going on. It was League. That was what was going on. Oh boy. Okay. I genuinely don't want to be single with everything going on. I can't risk speaking with you. You're a bomb. I'm not. I can't handle. You told me to die. I am when you tell me you're going to die. I said all this, can we stop? Can you stop insulting me? I want all this to stop. I said forgive you and I want to drop it so many times. Let's drop it. Okay. This is just still going. 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 Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. On the game? You can't do that. Wait, whoa. Hold on. I was going to argue that you pissed me off. I thought we weren't worth it. Just ending, carrying on, moving on. On the game? You can't do that, yes, by saying leave. I didn't do that. I'm sorry about that. I dropped it. You're not getting my point. I actually am. I do. I get that you didn't bring it up. I dropped it. You ignored it. I know. Yes. I just think you're autistic. I'm not. You and don't understand it. I just want to be heard. Like, what's actually worth causing a fuss? We're on different pages. Yeah, permanently. I caused a fuss because you're insulting me. Before that, to listen, for fuck's sake. Yes, shut up. It was okay. All right. Okay. I'm so emotionally at zero. You don't get it. I'm trying to catch up and deal with my accordingly. Anything is going to fuck me up and annoy me and upset me because I'm already at zero. Just let me play games how I wanted to. Yeah, sorry. I hate the fact that you're having sorry. I just didn't want it to be unnecessary stress. It was my fault, but with everything considering, just let me say sorry and move on. I don't want to dwell on shit. Yeah, of course. I love you. Like, dude, you go from... Dude, it's crazy to watch the... Like, you scroll 5 more messages and now he's love bombing again. Holy shit. I love you, idiot. Please, don't give me an easy ride. The easiest. Please give me an easy ride. The easiest. Fuck, I feel dreadful. Are you okay? Dumb question. I thought I asked. Sorry, because of the weather? Because of the weather? I don't care about earlier. Just forget it. Are you up? Only just. Sleep. Unless you want to talk. In 5? No? Yeah. Hi. You can't even play a game of Among Us with me? Yeah, it's like Bo Blaxian. He claims in his video that his fungal skin condition gets worse because of me, and that I hated him having his shirt off. This isn't true. I never judged Alex for this. I even helped him try to get better. I helped put on his cream daily. Not once did I shame Alex for this, and there isn't any proof of the lie. Then he said, this is why I kicked him and called him fat. I'm sorry for using words that are body shaming and insults like fat, but I never actually meant those words. I'm at my breaking point retaliating. No way I was doing it because I was sick of Alex being a certain way. Alex isn't fat. I just used the word in my insult. For example, fat wanker. And I said I'd go as low as Alex, getting verbally abusive. Yeah, I mean, this is, yeah. Okay, I got back in bed. It's cold. I needed help later. Show me where my stuff is on my back. How come? Was stressing me out. Wasn't sure if I got any of it, and it's making me worry. What do you mean? I've got to, like, put cream on it to get rid of it, and I couldn't do it well. I just want it all gone. Don't worry, I'll help you. Is it just cream you have to use? Yes. No medicine thingies? I take antibiotics. Okay, I got more today. It's just tanking my mental health and how much worse it's getting. It's actually, let's not talk about this now. Sorry. No, I understand. I'll help you. Okay, thank you. It means a lot. It's okay. If I try to sleep an hour now, like, you won't be leaving soon? I think I'd feel better if I did. I'm now on pills. I'll call you when I get out of here. I'm a sick man, apparently, but it's nothing that can't be fixed. Everything okay? I can't get my prescription anywhere. I just went to try to get it. How come? It's not in stock, apparently, the pills I need. When are they back? They're going to order them for me. Okay, good. What are they for? My skin infection? Infection? Is that what it is? What Alex says is a fungal skin infection brought on from being unhygienic. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. He actually has super gay turbo AIDS. What Alex actually has is a fungal skin infection brought on from being unhygienic. He told me about his depressive past where he didn't look after himself for years. He then goes on to claim it got worse and was only itchy when I hit him. Again, this is a lie. His infection got worse because he avoided putting on his cream daily. I kept reminding him and helping him to put it on, but he was lazy with it and wasn't consistent. He was also allergic to bear, as he is allergic to cats, and that made the itching worse. The first time around where it started to clear up, he said he didn't need to use it anymore, as it was gone. But I kept telling him to use it, as it was still slightly there, and then it came back bigger and now more itchy. Alex always told me in bed that he was itchy, and never once was this because of anyone being physical. I was not. I didn't judge Alex for this, and I knew that it wasn't contagious, so I didn't care about it or him being shirtless. I was with him for 8 months, staying at each other's houses and sleeping in the same bed for him to now say that we were living together. And sleeping in the same bed for him to now say when living together I switched up was a lie. I started pills. He saw a doctor. I spoke to... Wait, what? I've started pills. You saw a doctor? I've spoken to an online therapist. This guy fucking went to BetterHelp. What? He's turning into a clicker from The Last of Us. Yeah, dude. Oh, God. Wait, hold on. Dude, it's like Alex is like, guys, I've got this new skin condition. So, for years, I was depressed and I was unhygienic. And then I got some disease that usually wrestlers get when they're rolling around on the mat. But I've never done anything physical in my life. Jesus Christ, dude. Holy shit. They told me to try ashwagandha for a bit. I started getting heart palpitations from stress. Doctor's next, also for skin, unbearably itchy now. The cream isn't working. Moles need checking. I'm allergic to the cat as well. They came to visit me though. Sorry for a lot of messages. Hopefully not too allergic. That's sweet. Just the scratches. They make my skin sting. Yeah, not great. Wait, just the scratches? Bears did, to be fair. Just take the pills. Yeah, I bought new ones. It'll be fine then. Woo, I'm feeling a bit sick. Eating, my skin is driving me mad. I'm okay in that regard, just itching a lot, stressing me out. By the way, we don't see any evidence here that it's a fungal infection from being gross and disgusting. But, yeah, I don't know. That's not proven here without a shadow of a doubt so far. He claims all this to hide the fact that I apparently slapped him, kicked him, and punched him throughout the relationship. That's all fabricated and a lie. Boom. I own up to all the actions I made, even directly to Alex in messages. When I pushed him off me a few times, he made me uncomfortable and slapped him once. I am not scared of owning up to the wrongs that I have done, and slapping him was wrong. I know it was, and deep down I felt so much regret, to the point where on that date, as I left his flat after slapping him, I rang a friend instantly and told him what happened and I had done. The messages were dated the 26th of September. Joji was a life-altering experience. His set just finished. Oh my word. Ew. Okay. Why is Filthy Frank getting a shout out in this? Okay. You busy? Can I call you for 5? Everything's gonna be okay. I promise. Get yourself home and give yourself some time. Try not to talk too much or let either of you throw emotions at each other. Have a break and go back to it later. Where is it? You're lost. Okay, so this is a fucking video. Is this anything that I can pull up here? 20th of December, argued, kicked me out as I walked away. I moved out that day, reactive abuse. He claims proof of me lying about multiple stories, writing them down after I'd moved out, but I wrote that last story in there as I never included it, thinking it wasn't that bad. He stated that the last story was a lie, which is a lie, and I can now prove that again. He said in writing on the Notes app, there's no way proof that it happened, and I never claimed it was proof. I mentioned that I wrote things down to remind myself why I needed to leave. So quickly, here's the proof that he did break my glasses and lied about it in his video. This is to a Nathan and to a mom, and these are from November. I found out what happened to my glasses. He broke them on purpose and hid them. For fuck's sake, where did you find them? That's not on at all. I said, I don't know where they are. I bet you broke them, and he hid them, and he started laughing and admitted to it on purpose. He needs to replace them. Yeah, I don't think he's right in the head. Nate's telling me about the glasses thing, and that's classic narcissism. He would have been loving the fact that you and Nate were looking all over, getting nowhere. As women control, we'll get you out. He even got annoyed when I asked him to help me look for them. He helped me look for glasses he knew he'd broken through away. He sent me money to cover it. Again, this is never referencing this specifically to Alex. This is to family members. Do you need the bear food today? Yeah, he has none. Okay, I'll be there after work. You want anything else? No. Do I have any letters? Also, can you get my glasses that I gave to you? The black and clear ones with the lost arm? I can just tape the arm on. I'm desperate for glasses now because he broke mine. Yes, you have a couple letters. What is your prescription? Can you send me a pic if you have it? And then $400 bank credit from Alex. The money he sent me to replace after admitting he broke them. Okay. That's... I mean, he's going to claim that's not what it was for, but... That's interesting. On the 28th, we argued and he kicked me. I told him if he was physical again, I would leave. So that's where I packed a few things and left. In my first statement in the video, I attached him screaming at me around the house and packing to leave, which would be proven with messages from that date. As it seems to be important to him, make a point of proof. This also debunks his claims of me threatening him with police. I did do that. Threats to post him being abusive, yes. I did do that because that's all I could have done to make him stop. He was threatening to damage my belongings. I will include the whole conversation here. Putting your PC outside in the garage. I don't know why I said that like a British. Ew. The garage. Also your other stuff. And I'll post you being abusive then, so maybe don't. Maybe chill out for a day. I've had to cancel tomorrow. You've destroyed everything. For what? Because I meant to do everything for you? Insane. Don't come back. I can't believe you actually left over cleaning the kitchen and put so much stress on me. I can't believe you... Okay, don't ever contact me again. I left the house because you kicked me and insulted me. If you put my things outside, I'm calling the police. And if you actually then have a serious issue, I'm not putting it outside. It would be in the garage. Why would I do it here? You left for a night. Again, he never denies this. At least not here. For a night, what do you want me to do? Leave it all alone? When are you coming back? I can't believe you left over cleaning the kitchen, not why. And I said multiple times. He spins it in the way to make it look like I sound crazy to a point where I actually feel crazy. Context of the story is he had planned his parents to come over the next day for dinner, so I started my day off of cleaning because I was the only one who did that, and no, it wasn't a problem. He came downstairs thinking I had an issue with him helping, and not once Was that said, he asked me if I was okay, and I said I'm fine. I went on with cleaning. This turned into an argument instantly after he claims I was pissed off when I literally just woke up and I'm trying to clean the kitchen. We argued, and I can't remember what was said. He gave me a few things that I can try to do to help. The list was 3 things. He screamed at me for giving too many things at a time to do, so I went silent. He was screaming and I was trying to walk away. As I was walking away, he kicked me in the back, and after that I started recording and packing my things. He's scaring me because he's chasing me around the house screaming. That's why I started recording. That's when I left. Leave it all alone. So what, you're coming back? And chill out. Think about the shit you do. Am I just meant to be happy you're coming back? No, you didn't think this through. I didn't say that, or I was. You're just making it worse. It's over. Threatening me. I haven't threatened you. Yes, I ended it. You did. It's my house. You said you were putting my 3-gram PC outside. I didn't need to keep your stuff in here in the garage. So do that, and you'll have the police at your door. What the fuck? What are you doing? It's you doing this, threatening me, etc. All you've done. I'd be pretty pissed if he started touching my shit too. But I don't know. What the fuck, not true at all. You're abusive, you're still doing things, you're putting things outside, you're still going on. Oh my god, I can't fucking deal with this, is insane, don't come back, I won't let you in. You shouldn't have to, leave my shit alone. Then I'll ring the, okay, fuck off, oh my god, fuck off, leave my shit alone. You actually try to make my life hell, what the fuck is wrong with you? Leave my things alone, I'm not, you made mine hell. How? Being abusive and saying sorry. What the fuck? Still doing it, by the way. I haven't been at all, still have. I'm not fucking hearing this, you literally kicked me. No man, you're insane. Finally, a denial. You've dragged me. You covered my mouth.
What's the name of the
oh my
guy,
god, no, I
Keemstar
haven't. Go
Orbiter?
away.
Nick
So this is the
Mr.
first denial
Oreo.
that I'm seeing. I think this was in his thing. But he's finally being forced to respond. You've headlocked me. What the fuck? You don't remember? I noted the dates there. What the actual fuck is going on? The 19th of October? You're insane. I'm done. Don't fucking come back. You dragged me on the floor and walking away. You're a crazy fucker. Again, where is this energy when they're talking about it retrospectively? You dragged me on the floor, you're a crazy fucker. Literally you, what the fuck? Reminding you as you seem to have forgotten how abusive you are, and I forgave you. Man, stay the fuck away from you. And again, why would these people interact ever again if, like, she's lying here? It doesn't make sense. You psychotic freak, I'm not dealing with this, keep going. It's adding to the report. Your shit started. Wait, you start shit today. What the fuck? You did. You started today. Leave me alone. I was minding my own business cleaning. You've destroyed everything. Seriously? Leave me alone. Minding my own. Okay. I hope you understand. No walking back from this. You did that. I understand you have weird episodes by hurting me, but I can't deal with this. You did this. You've fully gone off the deep end. By being physical, you did that. I'm putting your stuff in the garage. You can come get it in a few weeks. I'm calling the police then. I don't want it in the house. You what? I live here. Don't touch my things. You just left. Again, I think this is pretty reasonable. Hey, I do not want you to touch my things. I'm going to go put it outside. Okay, then I will escalate the situation. What are you talking about? You're crazy. I don't want you to put my things outside. I'm putting them outside. I will escalate the situation. What? You're crazy. Like, it's just, stop touching the things. You're saying this to elicit some kind of a reaction. I live here, don't touch my things, you left. Or I'll ring the police, you're making it worse. You can't leave and hold my things hostage. I'm not. I'm trying to get it all tomorrow, so leave it alone. Pick up the phone, what the fuck, what are you doing? I hope you know you took it too far again by kicking me and I left you. What are you on about? What the fuck? Don't hit your next girlfriend. I didn't fucking hit you. How are you doing this? And again, he's literally confessed to the kicking part, so he's lying here. Like, we literally just played this. He literally is lying here. It isn't what happened. He tried to take this on his own and make it seem like it was his decision, that he was the one freaking out and having episodes, and tries to control the situation by telling me he's leaving me. This isn't what happened at all. It did happen. Stop hanging up. Why are you texting me all this? I don't owe you anything. Go away. You haven't talked about anything. Leaving my things. I'm getting tomorrow. Bye. You're throwing a fit because I told you to talk because you were throwing rubbish everywhere. No, I didn't throw a fit at all. I'm not allowed to talk to you about that. It was literally fine. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. No, you weren't. What? But you die on that hill. You were freaking out. I told you what to do. You freaked out again. I walked away. You freaked out. Kicked me. Said I'm done. You freaked out. I don't talk. You follow me around insulting me. Say to go away. Call me a C word. Then you try and say sorry. After all that, after all the freaking out, kicking me, insulting me, I say thank you for apologizing. You said I can't say I didn't try. That's laughable. You're weird. You're trying to destroy my fucking life when I'm at my lowest point. It's like, here's some weird manipulation shit. You need help in therapy. Please do that for yourself. I haven't been paid, so he's still talking about the Omnia Media money. I don't care about your issues. Forking money out for all your shit anymore, by making her feel bad for paying for things. And you repay me like this. You kick me out, call me a bitch, a C word again. I don't have to put up with you hurting me. I don't, but I did. And that was unconditional. What the fuck? You're clueless as to what you do because you're a narcissist. That's all. Me. That's your word. Just you. You shouldn't have kicked me and carried on, and you should have stopped. Now you pay for it. Lay in bed with the bed you made. I pay the fucking price by dating someone as mental as you. Look in a mirror, it's you. You kicked me, you freaked out, you insulted. Stop fucking texting me, stay out of my fucking life, making a big deal out of nothing when it doesn't suit you. I try to get you to do anything and it's fucking fit. Stay the fuck away from me. You took this too far to a place you can't walk back from. Over cleaning the fucking house. You should have taken your stuff. Why leave it here and not talk to me? It's insane. Not once, you're mental. I didn't even try to communicate. Just went silent like a fucking weirdo. I was just trying to talk to you. I don't understand why your brain ticks like that, why your Brian does it. Oh my god, why won't you actually talk to me? Oh, want to know what I'm doing with your stuff? When it can be taken and where to put it, your clothes, etc.? I want this over now. I'm not letting you drag this out. Wait, what? Oh my god, why won't you actually talk to me? Oh, want to know what I'm doing with your stuff? When it can be taken and where to put it? It's kind of weird. I want this over now. I'm not letting you drag it out like today. I've got stuff to do. I'm calling until you pick up. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting all of it tomorrow. Please leave it alone in place. I will collect it tomorrow. No, call me. Again, he's like leveraging her stuff here, and then it all gets broken. And then it gets paid for. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. Cool. It's 10 to 12 hours. Yes, what the fuck is going on? I guess he's denied that he broke it, but it seems like it's reasonable to assume that he might have done something to it. Yeah. He's got Brian rot. Yeah. Why are you being like this? What the fuck? You're driving me mental. I was meant to see my family tomorrow. You've ruined it. I had to cancel everything and then you leave. You still can see them and threaten to call the police. You kicked me. No, I fucking see bat. Dude. I can't fucking see them. What the fuck?
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
You said you're threatening to put my things outside in the garage. You don't get to fucking ruin everything then run away. Just leave it alone. And again, like now he's begging for her to come back. It's like you've ruined everything. We can never go back. And that's like you don't get to just run away and tell me I can't do anything. It'll all be gone by tomorrow. Thank you. I'm putting it outside. It's going outside. Now keep in mind the entire time is like I'm not putting it outside. I'm putting it in the garage. And it's like I'm not answering you. Okay, it's all going outside. You've pushed me too far this time. It'll be at the front gate in a box. How dare you? You've done this on purpose. I don't know what. Because he's trying to bait her to going back to the house right now. Which if she feels like she's in danger, this is crazy. Oh, God. You've done this on purpose. I don't know why, but you have. But you're actually trying to fuck up the day I see my family. What the fuck? Tell me what's happening here. Everything I need to make clear. I was uncomfortable with my things being moved into the garage. It was raining. That's another piece. It's raining. Everything was on its own room, my office. He didn't need to go in there and destroy or move anything like he did end up doing. What the fuck? Tell me what's actually happening here. It's not fucking... Like, it's obvious, like, hey, you've lied about me, and I am ending this, and this can never go back to the way that it was. And it's like, please, come back home, baby, please. You know the keys, you completely misrepresented everything. I don't know what you're doing. It's freaking me out. I don't know what you're doing earlier. Why? Why would you do this? Answer the phone. Tell me what I'm doing with all this shit you've left me. I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to take it apart and put it in a box. Garage or leave it alone. Pick up. Like she's even conceding you can put it in the garage. Just don't put it outside in the rain. Again, you could probably date check and see if it was raining in this location on this day. I'm not doing that. Pick up. What are you doing? Why are you not talking to me? What the fuck? This is insane. I've asked you to leave my things alone for the night. I've honestly never had anything like this in my life. Please do that. Thank you. Answer me. Why the fuck won't you talk to me? This is mental. Dude, you're telling her that the relationship is over. You hate her or whatever. You're never going to speak to her again. She's gone too far this time. And you're also begging her to, oh my God, kill me, 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 kill me. I can't believe you fucking left. What? Over the fucking kitchen. Over your weird fucking fits. You just had to talk to me, but keep on being rude. Pick up. This guy is like psychotic, dude. I'm sorry. I really struggle to think that anything this guy is saying is real just by reading his messages. All right, man, you left me no choice in throwing it out. I just want to talk about this, but if you're going to do this, drive me mad. I can put it all somewhere. You can collect it tomorrow. It's over. You fucked enough stuff for me. Pick up the fucking phone. For God's sake, before I move stuff and you complain, I don't want to break anything. I don't want to break anything, he says. Everything gets up broken. I didn't break it. Okay, you win, you fucking win. Turn me into a complete nervous wreck because you're being a fucking stupid C word. Fuck, man, hope it's worth it. You do nothing. Ever. Don't come over tomorrow or ever. Don't come back. You don't get to do what you did today and come back. You could have talked to me about the kitchen. You didn't. You tried to upset me as much as possible. I'm picking up my PC if you're putting it outside. Call, please. Why? Talk. Why? I already have. You won't listen, please. I'm coming to pick up my PC because I don't want to deal with the breakages. Call me. Come tomorrow. I can't do it today. Wait. What? 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 What do you mean you can't do it today? What? I need you to come today, or I'm going to put your shit outside. I will come to get my computer. You cannot come today. What? You do nothing, I would snap? Dude, this guy is like a fucking psychopath. I'm sorry, dude. This is too much. Now do you see why this needed to be 750 pages, if they're 2 screenshots each? This guy can't judge anybody. He has no credibility online to talk about any type of fucking relationship abuse. I legitimately struggle to see how this guy can have a career. I'm picking up my PC, put it outside. Call, please. Why? Talk. Why? I need to. Already have. You won't listen, please. And again, where is Bullblacks right now? This guy should be locked in his room reading for the next 2 days. That's probably how long it'll take his slow ass to get through this. But holy fuck, dude. That's where he should be. Read this entire fucking document. Maybe put a couple voices on, dude. Holy shit. Call me tomorrow. Why? Talk. Why? I need to. Already have. You won't listen, please. I'm coming to pick up my PC because I don't want to deal with the breakages. Call me. Come tomorrow. I can't do it today. Why? I want to go to bed. Are you fucking kidding me? You can do that. I have a key. No, I don't want you coming back while I'm asleep. I'm grabbing my PC, or you can talk to me. Yeah, it's not like I'm putting the PC out. It's a threat. It's absolutely a threat. I need you to come talk to me. The way I can do that is by threatening to put your PC outside. Okay? Because someone could take it. Maybe it could be raining. There's a million reasons on why putting the PC outside is scaring her. It started with the garage. Then it became, it's going to be it's going to be outside. And it's a threat to get her in the house, get her talking, get her back in line. Right? Yeah, it's threats to make her talk to him. It's obviously this, yeah. After you threaten to put it outside, in the grave, in the garage, same thing. No, I said leave my things alone. I'll unplug
What's the
everything.
name of
then.
the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Okay, dude, you're gonna have to put your keyboard back together. Why is that? Keys came off. Why is that? Did someone smash it when I put it in the box? No, man. Oh, hey, honey, actually, can you come by, tomorrow? I'm coming to get my computer. Why? Keys came off. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. What did we say? What was this?
At no point has this story ever...
Hold on. Broken. Fuck, I can't spell. Broken up, broken down, broken up, broken down, broken up, broken up, broken up, broken up, broken up, broken up. Okay, what about monitor?
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick
Monitor
Oreo,
my social media.
Mr. Oreo.
Okay.
Alice has left if I didn't do exactly as Alice had asked, and accusing me of stealing is just one example of this. Alice has also gone on to accuse me of smashing up her belongings, which is a lie. At no point had I broken anything of Alice's during our relationship, and as you can see from these messages that Alice has left out of her document, she sent me pictures of her monitors a few days after our argument where Alice had falsely accused me of assaulting her and threatened to report me to the police because I had asked Alice to stay away from me because I no longer wanted to be in a relationship with her.
Okay, so now I go to the text messages, all right? And it's like, hey, by the way, honey, you're going to have to put the keyboard back to because it fell apart when I put it in the box. I'm sorry, what kind of keyboard are you using that falls apart when it's placed in a box gently? This fucking guy spiked this keyboard, and I refuse to believe otherwise. Like, yeah, this is just ridiculous. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Keyboards just don't pop off, yeah. And then, again...
I told Alice I did not know how this happened, but I offered to pay for new ones to avoid any...
Why would you offer to pay for new ones? Well, it was because...
More arguments.
Oh, I didn't want to argue with her anymore. Why didn't you want to argue with her anymore? You said that she fucked it by falsely accusing you in all of these messages, right? Why would you want to keep the relationship going, knowing that this person is lying about fucking you beating them? What is happening in these fucking... No human being would possibly react this way. Sometimes the keyboards get scared and run off, dude. Yeah, this is fucking unreal. It's like deranged. What's happening here? Keeping it going.